murder wise. Grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple lies. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie the Blerd Without Fear. Got the homie Carter presents. Welcome to episode 295 of the Blerd Cave. God damn. The number one comic book news stream on this or any other Earth in the multiverse. I don't care which one you go to. I don't care if you go to Earth 2, 3, 4, 12, 69, 24 and 56 quarters, the 5011 universe. It don't matter. We're the number one. Because I said so, goddammit. It may not, even if it's not true, it's still true because I said so. Anyway, you can also find us on, not just here, you can find us on, what's it, Amazon? You can find us on Apple, Google, Timbuktu, Spotify, anywhere good podcasts may be found. If you do, leave us a rating. Helps us out a lot. Helps us find more listeners like yourself. Carter, how you doing?
I'm enjoying myself. I got a lot of books in this week that I ordered like almost a month ago. Appreciate that in stock. But
no shade. Not
at all. But I got a lot of those books in. We got I got the final trade of Gerard Way's Invincible. It's actually give y'all a better shot. It's on that shelf. I already read that and knocked that book out. Fun fact, I told you this already, but I didn't even realize that goddamn shelf would fit my books because all I had on that thing was shoe boxes. Did not realize a bunch of trades would fit on that motherfucker. Fun fact, but so I have all of Gerard Way's Doom Patrol, which I would highly recommend. I like that run. That run is outlandish. And what I was going to tell you, just to give you an idea of the ridiculousness of it, if you all were fans of the show, and I said I was going to wait till we started to tell Ernie. There's a point in there where Flex Mentallo is he remembers this place called Destiny Beach. It's literally just Muscle Beach over in Venice. I can drive over there. But he's having a flex off with this alien creature, but the alien creature has on what's referred to as the secret spandex. And when he's describing the secret spandex, it's this alien being from another world that will latch on to you and feeds on your emotions to get you more angry and buff. And it's Venom, but some draws.
Leave it to Gerard Way. And
it's the Venom Fruit of the Looms get on Flex. So in order to save his friends, to make sure nothing happens to him, he sacrifices himself by flexing so hard. He flexes himself into a black hole in outer space so the secret super spandex couldn't get onto any of his friends. He don't die, mind you. They find him several issues later just butt-ass naked in space because something else killed the Venom Fruit of the Looms, and it took his leopard skin draws with it. That book is outlandish, but I enjoyed every fucking minute of that book, bro. Even with that look on your face. I enjoyed every issue of that. I do recommend the show. Even though the show did fall off in
that motherfucker car crashed.
You know what? But you got to remember. We got to give it its grace.
Yeah, they had that whole like, hey, here's the first half of the final season, and then a year later, it wasn't a year later, but it felt like a year later.
Girl. But you got to remember that ain't for you. That was somebody else. But anyway, you got to remember it got caught. It was one of them COVID seasons.
Yeah, it's COVID season.
One of my friend, he's currently watching the Walking Dead shit, and I had to tell him like season 6 and season 7, those were COVID seasons, so you gonna notice some shit don't look as Walking Dead as it used to, or there's a lot of CG backgrounds in that shit. There's only 2 people on a fucking scene, but
Mm-hmm.
but
It
yeah,
was,
that dude,
it was weird.
yeah, it was. But yeah,
it was weird.
I got those new Invincible trades that they have been
Cha-ching.
releasing since the show has come out. I
How
had
how far does that get you? How far does that get you? Like how many issues is it?
So I have 1, 2, and 3 on the way. This is 4 through 7. But
Okay.
volume 8 came out last month, and the first 8 volumes of these is the first compendium. So volumes 1 through 8 is issues 1 to 47. That's the first compendium. That's the first compendium.
So basically, to put it in perspective, is this?
Yeah, it's that 8 volumes of this is literally what Ernie got in his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, this is 0 to 47. Yeah.
Yeah, and this, yeah. So you can either go Ernie's route or get these bad boys with all new covers that were drawn by Corey Walker. And plus, I think you got yours on in stock too, didn't it?
Yes.
So you got
all 3.
regular. Okay, all 3. So regular price for those joints is a bill, but because it's in stock, you probably got them for like 60 something.
Yeah, it was 60.
These, if you get them on in stock, is $8.69 each. So it boils down to how you want to read them. Do you want the big ass thing to put on the table, or do you want something you can just grab and just sit while you read them in your lap? And these are actually smaller. Just FYI, I was talking to Devontre in the Discord because he was looking at getting these himself. So just so you all have an idea of the size difference, this is the Ultimates trade I also just got, but just a size difference so you can see, like,
yeah, that's a goddamn.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So yeah, that's a thing. But
Jesus.
I say all that to say, yeah, I've been reading a lot, man. If it's not Invincible and Secret Spandex from Flex and Gerard Way's Doom Patrol run, I really enjoy. That's the first Doom Patrol run I've ever read. I did not read Grant Morrison's. I did not read Rachel Pollack's, but there's a way they do. I don't even know if I can say this on YouTube, Ernie.
Hey, look, just proceed with caution.
Okay.
Actually, here, let's do it like this. We're gonna do a preemptive. Danger.
There you go.
Now, carry
on. You know who Casey Brink is.
Yes.
Doom Patrol. She showed up in the series as well toward the last few seasons.
Played by Madeline Zima.
Yes. If you watch The Nanny, you know who that is. Funny enough, Ernie, with you bringing that shit up, YouTube has been recommending me clips from The Nanny and like compilations of Niles, Flame, and Cece. That shit is still hilarious, bro. That butler was green as hell toward that white woman.
Man, you ain't lying.
But yeah, in Gerard Way's run, Casey has a pet cat. And at some point in the story, the pet cat, it becomes not human, but it's like, think like the felines from Monster Hunter. It gets like regular legs like a normal person. It can talk and things like that. So the cat she's raised, like a little gutter cat, is now its own being, and he hit yeah, that was a thing.
Man,
Doom Patrol, man.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this. Just to address some stuff that I see coming up in the chat. First and foremost, Screwface Capone with the 5 says we need to give it up to the GOAT, Roy Ayers, this afternoon. If your favorite rapper didn't sample him, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper did. Yeah, man,
I found out about that yesterday,
dude. So basically, okay, so we lost Roy Ayers. We also lost somebody else I discovered last night. One of the founding members. Yeah, Dwayne Wiggins. We lost Dwayne Wiggins literally yesterday. And oh my god, dude, just it is. Oh wait, what's this? Hold up.
If you found more bad news, I don't want to hear.
I don't.
These last few weeks been rough. Like, Jesus.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. No, you've told. No, okay. So I'm gonna tell you what I saw and why I paused. Why I had such a dramatic pause. So I was trying to remember which member of Tony Tone had passed. Well, when I pulled it up, you know how sometimes you look up a story and be like, oh, here's the top stories. So there was one that I saw that said, listen, Dolly Parton drops heartbreaking song for late hubby, which I knew her husband had just passed.
Yeah.
Well, the picture was the picture for the article was for Dwayne Wiggins.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I don't remember them being married.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was like, what? I was like, excuse me? I mean, I'm not saying it's okay or yeah, that it's wrong or something. I'm just saying, like, I just didn't know. I was like, shit. I knew Dolly Parton was down. I know she was that down. Goddamn. I said, it makes a lot of things make sense. But no, so yeah, man, we have been losing motherfuckers left and right. I'm sick of it. I'm very sick of it right now. Because that was another one. Obviously, white man, but I forgot that David Johansen had passed away. For those who are unfamiliar, most people I don't expect to know who he is, because when I said something to my wife about it, she was like, "I don't know who that is," and I was like, "Damn." But he was a part of the punk band, the New York Dolls. Most people probably know him as a comedian, though. Most people probably know him as a comedian. I knew him, like, because I didn't, when I was a kid, I didn't know shit about the New York Dolls. But I knew a lot about the movie Scrooged. And if you ever watched the movie Scrooged, then you know who the motherfucker was. He was the cab driver. He was that motherfucker with teeth. Ghost of Christmas Past.
Wow.
But anyway, yeah, he's gone to glory too. Yeah, he's gone to glory. Like, he got lost in the shuffle because it was like he died around the same time as like Michelle Trachtenberg, Gene Hackman, and I think it was like Roberta Flack and all. Like, he fell kind of in the middle of all that. Yeah. Also, man, the details of Gene Hackman's death got out, and now it just gets more sad.
That's some shit fresh off of The Notebook.
Man, what you just said.
For real.
Oh, goddamn. But yeah, dude, fuck that shit. Also, man, shout out to Mojo Quit out here. Slanging them Bezos bucks. Yeah, you know what to do. Yeah, that's right. Use them up. Spend Jeff Bezos's money. We're playing with house money over here on Twitch. We have also got LP3 out here.
25 months.
Oh, God.
In the golden age of the Blerd Cave. Blerd. He said, always happy to catch the cave. Just wondering how you, Ernie and Carter, feel about Tom Taylor's Detective Comics run so far. I think it's awesome. I have been enjoying it myself.
Yes.
With them dealing with like the mortality and Bruce thinking, it reminds me a lot of Batman Beyond in the or
yeah, I see what you mean.
The epilogue of Justice League Unlimited when you know, we need Batman to always be a thing. That was some of the things that popped into my head when Amanda Waller was having her conversation with Terry McGinnis when I was reading this, and him trying to live longer, and maybe. So that's what kind of popped into my head when I was initially reading it. But the fact that Bruce and another young lady are cool, and then you find out who that young lady could potentially be. I don't want to spoil it for anybody because that is wild. So yeah, man, I've been really enjoying this detective run. I'm hoping, and this is gonna sound so bad, I'm hoping he not on the book too long. Reason being, because I already have James Tynion's detective run on my shelf, and I don't want to have to figure out how to make room for another detective run on my shelf, bro.
Man,
so just give me an arc, bro, and then take your ass on back over to Nightwing or something, dog. But
I think he's off Nightwing. I think he's
okay.
I think he's getting off Nightwing. I could be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong if that's the case. But I've enjoyed it. I can't complain about it. I can say nothing but nice things. Because he's having fun with it. He's like, I don't know. I feel like you can tell when a writer is just like, I'm on it. I'm on it. But no, we've also got here, we got this. Actually, real quick, I'll talk because I didn't get to talk about this with you, Carter. I do not believe. But the whole Wonder Woman game getting sent to the gulag.
Yeah.
For those that do not know, yes, the Wonder Woman game, it was a thing. It was supposed to happen. And then it didn't happen, and the studio basically got shut down.
Yeah, Monolith.
Monolith. And that also, with it, basically kills the Nemesis. Like, the Nemesis system is dead. Like,
okay, so
all the way dead.
So just to give you some more game, or just give you something you probably didn't know about it. So I don't really have a lot to say about the Wonder Woman game because the Wonder Woman game seemed to come in like late in the process with Monolith, because there was some videos I was actually watching in regards to other shit that Monolith had going on at the time. And just for everyone that is not aware, so after Middle Earth Shadow of War, anyone who knows that game, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, that's where the Nemesis system made its big debut. After those, that studio wanted to make an original IP that was using the Nemesis system. WB basically wanted do what you're doing, but put it all in Unreal Engine 5. They could not get the Nemesis system to work in Unreal Engine, so they had to come up with something else from scratch. And then there was another game that looked like it was going to be happening, but then it didn't happen. And then they were given the Wonder Woman game. But the one thing you all have to remember here in this instance is that after that original IP they were going to do that got shut down because they couldn't get it to work with the Unreal Engine, all the team and the people that were behind Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War quit.
Yeah.
Okay. They all quit and left. So where did they end up, Carter? You know that Black Panther game y'all excited for, Captain America and all that? That's them.
Yep.
That's them. They went over to EA and did that. So the remnants and the people that were left over from Monolith were the ones that were working on the Wonder Woman game. So basically, WB had these people for several years, spent over $100 million, and had nothing to show for it. So when it pertains to the Nemesis system, because
they had patented it. They had patented it so nobody else could use it. And
that patent ends in 2036.
That's some bullshit.
So if somebody really holding out for that Nemesis system, if you quick at like 11:52, on a certain day in 2036, you might be able to go ahead and scoop it out from under WB Games and use it on yours. So yeah, but when it comes to Wonder Woman, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't care because it at that point it wasn't gonna be like Wonder Woman Dead Earth. It was going to be just its own thing, and I didn't give a shit about Wonder Woman like that. So, and plus, it was the way they were describing doing the Nemesis system in the Wonder Woman game was like, instead of you having people that were your nemesis, it was people that were going to be helping you, that were going to remember shit you did. And it was like, it was
that
a wait and
cool.
see.
It would have made more sense. It makes more sense for Wonder Woman. It actually makes more sense for Wonder Woman as a character. It
does, but my whole thing was, you know what? I didn't even finish Shadow of Mordor. So it's more so a wait and see. I didn't.
Damn, it was good.
That's what I heard. And it's on sale right now. PSN. That one and Shadow of War are both on sale. So I've been looking.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad. I'm mad for it. Yeah. Aside, excuse my Wonder Woman love aside. Let's not think about that. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about this message that Gail Simone posted on February 25th, after literally the day that everything was announced. She says, I was asked to do long-term consulting on the game, and I was thrilled to do it. It was a perfect storm of stuff I adore. Wonder Woman video games and one of my favorite game studios, Monolith, who produced the Game of the Year Mordor games that I was completely addicted to. The game was gorgeous and expansive. It was beautiful to look at. I am not going to give details for a number of reasons, but every effort was made to make this not just a great game, but a great Wonder Woman game, a showpiece epic.
Okay.
And that's where I get mad, because I'm like, man, y'all had the Wonder Woman goat out here. You had the Wonder Woman goat, and you blew it.
So
you blew it. So
here's what I say to that. That could have very easily been a good game from a storytelling standpoint, but because all the people that made Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War had already been gone, who's to say that the remnants we had left could have made her good story, that it could have been a good game?
I mean, yeah, that's debatable, but it's still the fact that they actually reached out to the GOAT, the person who has written the best Wonder Woman, to date. Just like Tom King and Kelly Thompson creeping up on her ass, but to this day, she is the GOAT. And I don't care what anybody fucking says. I'll tell you what, anyone who says they don't like Gail Simone, and I did just see someone say it in the chat, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I know that's why you said it.
That's a you problem, because Gail is Gail is as sweet as Southern sweet tea. So that woman don't do nothing wrong on purpose. So that tells me more about you than it does about her. But I will say, yeah, I was about to say, you didn't came to the wrong place. Devontre just said it right here. Devontre just said it right here. Gail is a friend of the channel. So don't think don't think I'm gonna abide any Gail slander in my chat.
If the game was good, if the game was good, that'll be another thing that unfortunately just got the boot. Because now my mind is going back. It's going back to The Last of Us 2, when it was supposed to have a multiplayer component, and that got canned. And you and I have had conversations about that game, because you know some shit about that Last of Us game. He just had to pull up the Gail Simone real quick. Okay, that's why he said. I can't remember who said. Okay, look. She wrote Firestorm. That's why I had a beef with Gail Simone. What'd she do with Firestorm?
I didn't read it. I actually forgot that she had written it. But
so that was a really nice way of him saying, fuck what you talking about, because he just held up two things that should go ahead
that's
and
it.
Whatever that's Firestorm taste was out of your mouth. So anything after that, I'm like, Diana never resonated with me. I've enjoyed Absolute Wonder Woman, plus the Berserk sword is awesome. Wonder Woman Dead Earth.
Yep, Ben Loudly. She did do Red. Actually, I think she did the best Red Sonja, in my opinion.
Yeah, Wonder Woman, Dead Earth, and Greg Rucka's Wonder Woman. Those are the only ones that I've read. That's why I'm recommending them. Ernie might have a better handle on like other creative teams that have done Wonder Woman. But yeah, I gotta stop. But I think we had another one here.
Yeah, we got another one from Brett Fox. One of your homies just showing support for Codename Snug.
I don't like that he got the flex with the t-shirt.
With the
emoji.
t-shirt.
You have to be stopped, sir. We got Marcus Bullock. Oh shit. I wonder if this is Harvey Bullock's third cousin at family reunion with the 199 saying Emma Frost series. What? The White Queen? Apparently. And you know, with her potentially being in Marvel Rivals, that might be a thing. And then we got Levester, the court jester, Blerd Club Golden Age for 30 months. He's saying, happy Saturday, everyone. Packing up because you moving to Jersey next week. Ew,
shit.
Realizing I own too many damn comics. This shit got your boy tired.
I believe it.
We were just having that goddamn conversation. We were talking about long boxes and shit before we started. You heard what I said about Tom. Tom, please, dog. I'm happy I found this shelf worked. I don't need to make room on another shelf for another hardcover run because I'm gonna get the motherfucker in a hardcover run.
Oh yeah,
just give me an arc. Just give me an arc. Please.
I can't do it.
Please.
I can't do like they gotta look. Go easy. I need Tom Taylor to go easy on me, okay? Because Tom out here doing too much. Tom out here doing too damn much. Because I know you saw the Nightwing omnibus collections and shit. Like I was like, God damn, Tom, how many of these motherfuckers you got up in you?
I love that this is someone who made a name for himself on a video game tie-in book people did not think should have worked. And now he has just become the Tom Taylor that everybody knows. That is crazy to me.
I just love the fact that like right now, if you say the name Tom in like in the world of comics, there's really only like two names that are going to jump out at people. And Tom Taylor is one of them, and I actually appreciate that for him.
Yeah.
Like I think that's cool. It's kind of like when people say, "Oh, if you say like Scott in today's like comics climate, most people are gonna just automatically assume you're talking about Scott Snyder." Yeah, if you say how many
motherfuckers think that him and Zack Snyder are still related?
Dude, man, let me tell you how. I remember one time I was praising Scott Snyder's something or other. Someone came at me all kind of fucked up thinking I was praising Zack Snyder. I was like, they're like, what? Since when do you like Zack? I was like, no. I said, Scott, homie. Scott. Different guy. We also got King Takeem says, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm into Skull April. Well, we're gonna be talking about here in just a minute. So you'll get to know a little bit more here in just a moment. I will also say, shout out. We talked about this last week briefly. Angie Stone did pass away. She actually passed away while we were. I think it was like not too long after we were live. Like the whole thing had happened. And then the whole thing. Yeah, Gene Hackman's wife died of hantavirus. And then Gene died because she couldn't care for him. Yeah, that shit fucked me up. And then to find out the reason that one of the dogs died is because they were in the kennel and couldn't get out, so they starved to death. Was just it was sad. Anyway, I'm gonna hit that's not for problematicness because it's sad.
Someone in a group chat tried to argue that Stan Lee was Jim Lee's dad.
Oh, I remember people used to say shit like that. I actually remember people like because back during the 90s, especially, there were so many Lees. Because there was Jim Lee, Jay Lee, Stan Lee. I think it was like one or two others. Everybody kept thinking like, oh no, they relate. Jim Lee, that's Stan's boy.
I don't know what telegram you in, but leave. Like,
get out of it. Get out of it. Get out of it. Yeah, Spike Lee. See, Spike Lee is the love child of Stan Lee, and they are all somehow related to Bruce Lee. I don't know if y'all knew that. I don't know if y'all knew anything
Somebody
about
told
that.
me that Spike Lee and Spike Jones was one of his like other names, like how Stephen King does.
Which is funny because Spike Jones is a whole white dude. Yeah, Bill Lee, like all the Lees, they're all related. They're all related.
Ernie, what are we discussing on this Blerd Cave today? This is not a whole white man. No, that's Spike Lee, bro.
Yeah, Spike Jones. Yeah, because you remember them Bad Grandpa? What were those movies? One that Johnny Knoxville does, where he dresses up as the old man.
Yeah.
You know the old lady that's always on those things. She always be having like she always and her titty always be popping out. That's Spike Jones.
Wow.
That's Spike Jones in like a whole shit ton of makeup. But anyway, to get us a little bit, I do want to share some things. We got our claim sale haul.
Yeah,
I wanted to share a few things just to show you guys what I actually committed to. I did commit to the Hayden Sherman absolute Wonder Woman. Did commit.
Since we just bringing up absolutes real quick, I did commit to the Nick Dragotta.
Ooh, look, see, so look, we both got some black and white. Look at that. I also love how these covers are basically just shots from the comic itself. Also, I did get that Green Lantern Corps number 1.
Okay.
With John Stewart showing them the new biceps. And because I'm a freaky fool, I did get the Rogue.
Oh my god.
I did get the Rogue. You know. Also, oh hey, I see another one you got that I got.
What's that?
That the Silver Hawks.
Oh, you talking about that right? Yeah.
Yeah. Partly
Yeah,
metal, partly real. Also, Justice from a nigga Hot Wing. Got the cover with Hot Wing on it. Even though he in the back, but you know he in the back because he always ready to attack. That's why.
I'm tripping that. Hey, look, it's that 1 through 9 of Space Ghost I got, and he still got the damn posted on there.
Oh yeah, some of mine got it too. Some of mine got it too. Oh, I can just
remember, people. The next time y'all come to these goddamn claim sales, if you don't want Carter winning shit, you need to be here and entering. Just got to remember that. You need to be trying to beat me out of spite.
Also, I got the my different foil variants with the multicolor ones of Quicksilver. So I got all those. Also got the Rose Besh One World Under Doom variant. The Daniel Warren Johnson Void Rivals number 1 variant.
Never to be opened, just appreciate it. I promise to God.
Never.
This Silverhawks ain't never coming out of here. I just want to look at it.
Oh, no. Not ever. Look, not ever. I'll tell you what, the only way they come out of the bag is if they get signed. That's it.
Oh man.
Also
that was fly. And I was on the fence, but I'm like, nope.
Oh yeah. Nope. This is number 11. This is number 11. Number 11 variant. Also got the Derek Chu champions. I think this is number 1. Yeah, number 1. Always hard. That's the one bad thing about the Virgin covers is you don't get the you can't see the thing in it. It's not written on the back, but basically I'll have to write it down on there at some point. Also, I guess real quick, I'm gonna run through these. I'm gonna save one of them because they're technically gonna be a recommendation for this week. Some of you guys might remember the Black History Month sale that we talked about for in stock trades. Well, I got my haul in, so I picked up Teflon Funk. This is basically a manga style homage to I love how the first page I opened up to literally just says it right there. It's like roll credits, Teflon Funk. But basically it's an homage to Cowboy Bebop. And for those that don't know, the Black History Month sale, basically what it was a sale of all books that had either a black writer, black artist, or both. But Teflon Funk, I haven't read it yet, but I've kind of thumbed through it just to kind of look at it. It looks cool, so I assume it's going to be cool. I'm going to put that over there for right now. I also picked up Static, Shadows of Dakota, because I didn't have that one yet, so I picked that up. Obviously, great. Nicholas Draper Ivy, out here. Vita Yalatu, out here, but Nicholas Draper Ivy was like the lead.
Okay,
on the...
You bullshitting. Show them the one we was laughing at for like 3 days.
Oh, so this actually one of these is going to be the recommended this week. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm halfway through it, and it's going to be the recommended. But Incognegro, an Incognegro Renaissance by Matt Johnson and Warren Pleece. But
y'all no, understand, bro. No, you ain't finna just move on like this. Okay,
no. I want to go.
So we on the phone, right? We both looking on InStock. I see they're doing a Black History Month sale. So I'm like, oh shit, they got Farmhand in here. They got Chew in here. I'm gonna get this. Wait a minute, Ernie, go to the second page real quick and look at what the name of that last book is. Nigga. What is this book?
Incognegro. Yes.
We laughed off that shit. I promise y'all, we laughed off that shit for like 3 days, dog. Especially when you read when you read the synopsis of what
it's about. Yeah. Yes, Nerd Large. Someone wrote a comic about passing. And here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now. It's actually really fucking good. It is unironically cold. So if you can kind of see it on here, this is I want to kind of give you guys I'm gonna change the focus on this just so y'all can see it. But you can see right here this guy right here looking over his shoulder. He is Incognegro. He is a journalist who travels the South, and he basically snitches on racist white people, and it basically exposes KKK activity. Matter of fact, this scene right here is actually the beginning of the story. I guess, I want to go ahead and get this out of the way. This is the recommendation for this week. I actually am planning on doing a video about this book, so I don't want to go too terribly deep off in it, because I do believe the less you know about the story, the better off you are.
All we knew was the name, and the shit was so outlandish, he bought it.
Yeah, that was basically it.
So this was the true test, Ernie. I hit up a friend of mine. Shout out to that white woman, because she constantly texts me when I'm live, and it irks me. But I said, I want to see if you would read a certain book. So I started describing what the book is, and every time I'm describing more and more of what the book is about, the more and more interested this white woman is getting, like, into the book.
Mm-hmm.
And then she heard the name.
Oh,
and then that white woman proceeded to laugh her ass off for like a good 10, just a solid 10
man. It's it's hilarious, because I'm gonna go into it right now. If you are the least bit like sensitive, like sensitive to racial issues, I will say stay away, because it does not pull any punches about racism. It does not. And this book will not spare your feet. Like, it actually showcases the harsh realities of lynchings and racism, and the N-word gets thrown around rather liberally. The hard R. And not even, you know what? Also, the hard R, because they also Negro comes up. Not just the hard R, like the southern. The
With
southern.
All due respect, that's gonna be the last time you say the hard raw ever again. I don't ever want to hear the hard raw ever again.
What about the hard gruh? Or is that worse? I don't know.
Some motherfucker gonna think you were saying one of the Thundercats and said you talking about raws and shit. That's the last time you say the hard raw.
Sword of omens, give me sight beyond sight. Nigra cats. Oh, all right, that's gonna be a thing. That's gotta be a thing. That's gotta be a thing now. But no, this book is about, so basically what this book was written by someone who kind of lived not this experience, but lives an experience where he passes. He talks about it. There actually, it's one of the few times I actually read the foreword of a comic because it was so compelling. But the writer, Matt Johnson, was talking about how, like, you know, he grew up, he's black, but
he got some Tobias Whale action going on.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where I think the way he wrote it, I think I remember him saying this. His dad is black, his mom is black, but it's because of like a quirk of genetics. You know, somewhere down the road there were some white people. Right, yeah, he came out looking like Crondon, like a motherfucker, like out here looking like a whole tombstone. He was talking about how his hair.
You had to say that.
But no, he was basically talking about how, like, that experience, it compelled him to want to write the story. So yeah, the whole point of it is the main character, that's what he does. He goes these Klan rallies. He actually, like, he has kink in his hair, but he can do just enough to kind of like get the hot comb out, you know, get the hair to lay down, kind of process that shit. And he looks just like to other black people, they can tell he's black, but white people just assume that he's white. Or if they're not accustomed to seeing you know, people like him, maybe they might. I think there's like one white character in the whole book thus far who immediately knows that he's not white, like off top, and it's for a very specific reason. But basically what he does is he goes to these lynchings. He does not stop them because he's one dude. Like, you look at the cover here, one Negro ain't stopping all them white folks. Let's just be real about that. But he's a journalist, so what he does is he uses the power of the pen to attack these people and take them down, you know, in the court of public opinion. Sadly, the people do get lynched, but it's kind of one of those things, like, it's probably the most the most realistic part of the story is that he can't do anything. But, like, later on in the story, he's going to find himself in a situation where he has to do something. And that's all I'll say about that. There is a sequel called Incognegro Renaissance. I have not started this one yet, but I will definitely say I think just based on what I've read of this first one, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this book. Also, I picked up a couple of other books.
Yeah.
I picked up Tartarus. Picked up these two. These, it's Johnny Christmas and Jack T. Cole. I haven't read them yet. I think this is the first one. But it says basically it's like kind of a sci-fi fantasy type of deal. So it had my attention there. Got some steampunk elements to it, so I was in. Also picked up Victor Laval's Destroyer. Yes. Those you guys probably remember this name. Victor,
honestly,
Mhm.
Oh, Victor Laval. Yes, I thought you were talking about the name of the book. Okay.
Oh no. Just
Yeah, Victor
the
Laval. Y'all
author.
done
Yeah.
heard Ernie praise that Sabretooth series way too many
Yo,
times.
yes.
Not to know who Victor Laval is.
This wasn't a part. Well, actually, now we're getting into the stuff that was not on the Black History Month sale. This is stuff I just bought that happened to show up at the same time. I got my first volume of the Gunsmith Cats omnibus. This is one of my favorite manga of all time.
Oh wow. Okay.
It is basically for those who don't know, Rowley Vincent, the character featured on the front, she is a detective and gun nut. And she's also a bit of a gearhead when it comes to cars. She has like a Shelby Cobra. That was her main car. But like the whole thing was Kenichi Sonata was like really big into guns and cars. So like when you kind of go through this book, you get a lot of really like it's gonna sound weird saying there's a lot of gun and car porn in these books, just in the sense of like they're very gratuitous shots, like with of cars in such detail that you almost kind of forget about the story for a minute. And the guns are hyper accurate. Also, one of the few manga that take place in America, Chicago specifically.
So I need everybody. Okay, so when did this anime come out? Because I see people saying that the anime was good or Gunsmith Cat is the shit. I
Gunsmith.
Well, better question.
Yes.
Since that's an omnibus you have,
yes, sir.
Is it done?
Yes. Oh yeah. It ended like 5 ever ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it ended 5. Yeah. This was okay. So the manga. The manga ran from 91 to 97.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They had there was another manga that came out later that ran from 2004 to 2008. And then the anime, it was like a 3-episode OVA that came out in 95. So yeah. But and then there was Riding Bean, which was a spinoff of Gunsmith Cats.
Was Mr. Bean?
That also had a kind of funny because the guy's name was Bean Bandit. Could not be more different from Mr. Bean if you tried. But his whole thing was remember Drive? Yeah. Ryan Gosling and Drive? Yeah, Riding Bean, that's who he was. He was a guy who had a car. He was a courier, but his car was tricked out like Knight Rider. It didn't talk. Okay. Like his car didn't talk, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But his car had all kind of weird, like, it's got stuff in the hubcaps to tear up other people's tires, or it can like go faster than normal cars, or it can turn its wheels in weird ways or whatever. And it was good stuff. I loved it. This right here, Kill or Be Killed. I got this. Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips is one of my favorite Ed Brubaker books. Because normally Ed Brubaker does like super serious shit. Like when he wasn't doing Captain America, I think this was one of the weirdest things he had ever done. Because like normally his books are based on a huge modicum of reality. This book, I remember the way we used to always pitch this is that it was basically Death Note. But by Ed Brubaker.
Okay. Well, shit, since you showing one thing, since you want to show one thing from Ed Brubaker you got, I guess it's best for me to show another thing from Ed Brubaker you got. I just ain't seen yet.
Oh yeah, yep. That's another one, Fatale. Which that's probably the next closest to like the weird category for Ed Brubaker, but one of my personal favorites of his as well. Matter of fact, I think because what was it? He had Kill or Be Killed, Fatale, Criminal. What was there was another one. Shit, why am I blanking on the other one? I don't know. Anyway, I forget. But that's one Carter found at the shop for the low. Yeah. Oh. Okay, yo. This is not mine. This is his. It's mine. It's coming to me. That's coming to me. But no. And I also got this right here. The Ninja Turtles IDW source book. in hardcover. It technically the main source book has been out for a while, but the hardcover one, they actually announced it like last year. I pre-ordered it, and then it just never came out until like this week. So I have this now. So I literally have an entire breakdown of every character, every event from the IDW run, up until the end of it.
Was that other Brubaker book you were thinking about? Was it the Fade Out?
Probably. That's probably.
Okay.
Oh, Reckless. Thank you.
Reckless.
Reckless. That's that was the other one. Yeah, Reckless. Reckless was the other one, and Fade Out. But yeah, okay. Let's just put it like this: Ed Brubaker, goated. That like Ed Brubaker doesn't miss. He doesn't miss. Let's get to some super chats, and then we're gonna get into our stories because I didn't mean for that to go as long as it did, but yeah, hey, this is what we do. Also, we got right here, LL Melvin with the 5 says, "I need y'all to get those likes up, or we gonna have to step outside." Hey, look, y'all heard him. I can't stop him. LL Melvin is grown. Okay, yeah. I can't stop him. We have also got Black Marvel here with the 20, hot 20, says thoughts on DeWanda Wise as Storm. That woman is like a chocolate bar to a brother with a sweet tooth type of fine. I wanted to see her as Storm since I saw her in Fatherhood with Kevin Hart and Imaginary. Man, dude, Imaginary. I haven't heard anyone bring that movie up since it came out. Shit, I almost forgot about it. But yeah, I actually liked her in Imaginary. So Carter, I don't know if you knew this. But yeah, DeWanda Wise has been her name has been getting thrown around a lot. Her name's been getting thrown around a lot for Storm.
I am completely fine with that, just because that's just it's her eyes, man. They're hypnotized.
Yeah, she's got the eyes for it. You're not wrong. She's definitely got the eyes for it.
Demon.
Carter, did you know? Did you know she was actually almost in the MCU?
How so?
Before all this talk. Before all this talk of her, everybody wanting her to be Storm. So, for those who do not know, DeWanda Wise, who was also in Jurassic World Dominion, she was in the She's Gotta Have It TV remake, and
yeah, I remember that. That.
So originally, Carter, guess who she was originally supposed to play?
In Marvel?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be so Photon. If I had to guess, Monica Rambeau.
Close. She was supposed to be Maria Rambeau. She was originally cast as Maria Rambeau in Captain Marvel, but she had to drop out because of She's Gotta Have It, because of the scheduling conflict.
Sister, I don't know if that was a wise choice.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
No, Mama.
Well, I mean, I'll give it to you like this. I thought, okay, well, you know what? When Captain, because so real talk. Before the movie came out, I was like, oh, she must be playing Monica Rambeau, because I remember if you looked at in all the trailers when they would show pictures of Maria Rambeau, they would always show the ones where she had like her helmet with her and it said Photon on it. So I was like, man, she could have been Monica Rambeau. And then you get to the movie, it's like, oh, she's Monica Rambeau's mother. I was like, well, maybe they'll get her to be Monica, since they were doing a younger one, to start. And then they got Tiana Paris. And I was like, oh well for that. And and then she just kind of seemed like to just be constantly off doing her own thing. If they brought her in as Storm, I'd be perfectly fine with it, because she has the look, she has the acting chops, she's got, I don't know, she's just got it. I do not want to see Cynthia Erivo, or whatever her name is, as Storm. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that right now. They keep Harriet Tubman away from Storm. All right, keep Elphaba over in Oz. Okay, she can stay over there. Do that.
You done made several motherfuckers mad, boy. Hey, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say word.
Wait, I didn't mean to pull it. But no, we also got I would co-sign. I co-sign that. We got Dalton Leppert with the 499 says, was the limo scene in Cap Brave New World playing off the Stone Cold what gimmick? We're invited guests at the White House. What? They sent the limo for us? What? You know what? I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think. I don't know if it was actually to play off that, but I think it was definitely to play off something. I think it was definitely it definitely came from somewhere. But yeah. Also, we got Joel C. With the 41 months of the Blerd Club Silvermine says, Ernie, where can I get that shirt? It's fire. So here's the sad news. Nowhere. Because I bought this shirt, oh my God, like 6-7 years ago. And I bought it through a Facebook ad. Now, the funny thing about it, the funny thing about it is that if I remember correctly, this shirt is actually one of two. So basically what they did was, and here, actually, yeah, I have them right here. I'm gonna, while I chit chat with myself, I'm gonna send these to my Google Drive so I can show them on here. But basically the long and short of it is, you know how like, and I know you know what I'm talking about, Carter. You know how like you would get like Facebook, you would like when you would be on Facebook and you'd be scrolling. You
almost got that fucking cream rising to the top Christmas sweater from one fucking Facebook ad.
Yeah, no, 100%. No.
That as a Christmas gift.
Yeah, no, it's like that he is not lying. He is not lying. So basically, what happened was I was scrolling Facebook, saw an ad that was this. It was the shirt, you know, that I'm currently wearing. And here, hold on me, because I think where did it save it to? I'm trying to see exactly where this thing actually went. Weird. Okay. All right. Well, let's refresh and see where it went. But no, so it says it went here, but I do not fucking see it. Oh. Anyway, I'll find it here in just a sec. But basically, the long and short of it, the long and short of it is basically that. Oh, maybe I scrolled down too far. That might be. Oh, here it is. My God, I'm fucking blind. That's really more what it is. I apologize. Anyway, let's do. Because a ways back, I took a picture. Of the shirt because I wanted to. I was trying to show it to somebody. But yeah, this is the shirt in question. This is the DC version. And then the one that I have on is this one. But like if you put them side by side, they're like running towards each other. Yeah. But I actually thought about, you know, since I've been drawing a lot more lately, I actually thought about recreating it. Trying to recreate it, like do something kind of similar, not copy exactly what was done, but do my own version of it. I thought about doing something like that because, like, you look at it, like it's a lot of really cool characters on here. I think out of all of these, there's only one character on here that I am not familiar with. And I was like, man, I would love to do something like that. Just like, you know, but you know, put some other characters in there that, you know, people might not remember. But that said, I will tell you what you can get. Because I told Carter about this. And it's official now. So you guys can get it too. You guys can get the all new, all different, Dr. Doom special. This is a special for One World Under Doom. Bam! It's real. It is now officially real. The Doom Betraying People Party shirt. It is a real thing. It has happened. It has happened. As a matter of fact, here I'm gonna zoom this in just so you guys can kind of see a little better here. Matter of fact, let's do it like this. Boom. Let's. There it is. That's the shirt right there. That's the shirt right there. And here's the best part. The art is 100% original now. Because I did it myself. It's me. That's me. That's my art. Matter of fact, here, I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. I showed this to Carter earlier, so I'm gonna share it with y'all. Your boy is out here. So last night I slapped this together. Just last night. And colored it. So that's my art. So Marvel can't say shit. It's mine. It's all mine. And here's what you can do. Here's how you get it. Here is how you get it. You get it by typing in !merch. You type !merch, it will put the link to the merch store in the chat. And if you go there, you can pick it up, and it's a thing. It's totally a thing. But yeah, this is the Doctor Doom betraying people party. Proud member. It's not like he's gonna betray me. That is how you get it. That is how you get it. That's how you pick it up. Can you get it signed? Sadly, no. But that's largely because it's largely because, well, I guess technically I could make a signed variant of it. I'd have to look into that. But it's largely because I don't print the shirts myself. They're actually printed through a third party. So technically I can shift it where my signature is in there because I did sign it. Yeah, I did sign off on it, but yeah, sadly not. However, I think what was it? Yeah, somebody just put it in there. So yeah, it's in there. Go click on that. It'll pull up and y'all can go check it out. Trust me, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. There's also some other shirts on there. You can also pick up the classic Blerd Without Fear shirt. That is also on there. You can just pick that up. That's a thing. That's a thing. You can also pick up the Black Comics Matter shirt. That's also a thing. That's totally a thing. And you can also this is actually one of my personal favorites right here. This is a saying we say a lot on the Nerds of Culture podcast. Stay woke because you're next. That is the story. That is the story. So there you go. I've done all my plugs. I'm plugged out now. Carter. So what, please, are these shirts actually fit to size? As far as I'm aware. I have to wear a bigger shirt because I am a bigger guy. So I wear a 2X, and that is that's what we got. That's what we got. Your boy has just accepted he's in the big club now. No more snug for me. Yeah. But no, Carter, let's go. Okay, I want to address the first thing. I don't want to get into April O'Neil just right off rip because there's something else I kind of want to touch on just a little bit real quick. What are you giggling about?
That boy said, I don't want to get into April O'Neil right now. Damn, okay. I mean, she might still be at the hospital with Casey Jones. You trying to slide in, you freak. But yeah, what do you want to discuss right now? Real quick,
I just want to talk. I want to talk about the mice, the meese, the mice that also happen to be men.
There you go, Beatmaster. Buy her a drink first, Carruthers.
Right. Like, hey, April, what that thing do? You know, just
wow.
Here, let me hit you. I'm sorry, y'all.
But okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize.
Let me hear about this. Let me hear about this biker mice because I was not a biker mice guy growing up.
Okay.
So yeah. I gotta hear this. This should be interesting. I was more so the Mighty Ducks and a Street Sharks brother myself. So let me hear about biker mice from Mars.
So they are what they say they are on the tin. Yeah. They are what they say they are on the tin. Which is to say they are humanoid mice who are bikers also from Mars. That's honestly that's about as far as I ever got into it. I just thought it was interesting that this franchise is back. Now, I will say the comic has already been back. I believe the book came back with a little 3-issue run, which is kind of funny considering the last time it was a comic, it also ran for 3 issues. But now it has been upgraded to ongoing. So, and it looks like it's going to be good. It looks like it's going to be good. I'll tell you what. So for me, you mentioned Street Sharks. So Street Sharks, Biker Mice from Mars, SWAT Cats, and God, what was the other one? There's another one that I'm blanking on. But basically, they were all cartoons that kind of fell into the same like box for me, to a point that sometimes I would forget the other exist and thought that maybe you thought that what was it? That one was the other. Like I remember there was a time where like two completely different animal types, but there was a time where I was like, man, Street Sharks and Biker Mice from Mars. I was like, I used to get the motherfuckers confused sometimes. I'd be like, oh shit, oh yeah, that's right. These are the one. This is the mice, not the sharks. Yeah, but because it was all the same to me. But yes, human-sized mice. Human-sized mousetraps. But yeah, they I just think it's wild because, so for one, this is Melissa Flores, who, if I'm not mistaken, I think was also working on Power Rangers up to a point. But yeah, and we don't have the color. We don't have the color interiors yet. But you know what I was thinking about? It was Battletoads. I was thinking about Battletoads, even though really Battletoads didn't really have a series, more of a game, but like anthropomorphic animals who are basically eating off the Ninja Turtles plate. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Let's get that Ninja Turtles money. But yeah, we got to look at some of the interiors. They look really good. They look really fucking good. I'll just go ahead and say that right now. Honestly, I say this all the time. Don't color this shit. Don't ruin this with color. Don't do it. Y'all are gonna do it, but I'm just saying don't do it because goddamn, this shit looks so fucking tough. Without the color, like there's a lot of detail. Even though not so much on the characters, but just like backgrounds and shit. I wish I could draw backgrounds as good. But yeah, like it looks cool. It looks like it's also. I remember them saying that they were not going to be pulling any punches on this. That it was not going to be like dumbed down or like treated like it's for Saturday morning. Like this is some shit that's going to be going like hard in the paint, more or less is what it looks like. But I'm here for it. I think that this is the way. And I think, granted, completely different universe, completely different company. I think people are finally starting to realize you can take these old properties and you don't have to make them childish. Because I don't know, you read the most recent Ninja Turtles, I believe.
Yeah.
Like you look at that shit, it's like, nah, them turtles, they put hands on folks. Yeah. And swords. And sticks. And size. Motherfuckers getting the brakes beat off of them. There's blood. And characters get clapped. And when we got Thundercats, Thundercats less so, but I mean, it's not trying to like play down what the Thundercats are. And Silverhawks especially. Silverhawks don't give a damn. They're like, nah, Quicksilver catching it off top. They said fuck showing you Quicksilver after he's already. They said no, RoboCop. They said we going full RoboCop with this shit. But yeah, basically what I like about this, just especially though, is that this just looks cold. It just looks cold. Like this is peak. Like look at this. Though I will say that motherfucker up top, he give me a little too much teeth up here. He give me a little too much teeth. I don't appreciate it.
A mouse.
Nah, too much teeth. Too much teeth. It's too much. I don't need. Look, I'm seeing too much gum line. I'm seeing too much gum line out my boy over here. But yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, exactly. That ain't no biker mouse. It's a biker rat. But no. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this dude, he is ice grilling like way too hard. He is ice grilling way too hard. But no, I just wanted to show that off because I just thought it was cool. I just thought it was cool. Like I said, I wasn't like the biggest biker mice guy. I don't want to pretend to be, but I just thought it was cool. Wanted to share it in case anyone was curious.
Okay.
This
isn't Dynamite. Who is this?
Oh my god. I believe it's let me double check myself on that. I think it's Oni.
Okay.
I think. Don't make me lie to you. Don't make me lie to you. I'm actually looking it up now, so I don't tell a lie. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oni Press. It's Oni Press. Okay. Oh, dude, I never saw this, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't. I'm kind of slick mad. You know, I love me a good Akira variant.
All right.
I love me a good Akira variant.
That's dope.
That's dope. You can't look. You can't sneak an Akira variant past me. I get mad when I see him, and I'm like, man, I want that. But not for $99. Not for $99.99. They can miss me on that. But yeah, that is a yeah, no, that I'm super good. That's a 1 out of that's a 150 ratio variant, mind you. Let's see here. Our next thing, I'm gonna run through this one real quick as well because there's not really a whole heap of a lot to say. And I think that that's okay because honestly, I don't want to know any more about this than what I already do. I'll just put it like that. So Carter, let me ask you a quick question because I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. How do you feel? How feel you about the current state? About the current state of X, the volume of X titles. Let me put it like that. Let me ask you, how do you feel about that?
So
too many, too little, just right?
I mean, well, it can't be too many as many motherfuckers got dropped for Gwenpool. I think with this current crop and
hold on, wait, pause. Okay. Who the fuck just brought up the Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa? Who in the chat isn't here talking about the what?
Yeah, y'all right. Y'all wrong for them. Y'all not even wrong.
Y'all told on yourselves. Y'all told on yourselves.
But
actually, I unironically love the Wild West Cowboys and Moo Mesa, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, when it comes to the X books, I don't think there are too many. I think this is it's a sweet spot right now because the Ultimate Universe shit is doing the same thing. You got Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimates. That's it. X-Men. You got X-Men, Uncanny, Exceptional. The book formerly known as NYX, but you can't even talk about the other ones because they finna get gone now. So yeah, there's only 3 X books right now. So
there were 9.
Yeah.
Well, because you can't forget Magic, Psylocke, Wolverine, Laura Kitty Wolverine.
I forgot about those 2.
There's 2 Wolverine books now.
2 Wolverine books. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's like as it currently, I mean, okay, so if we do not include the books that so Dazzler ended. It was not canceled, it just ended. That it was only Dazzler and Mystique were only supposed to be 5-issue books. So that's that. So you have as it stands currently, what is still active that has not been canceled is Exceptional X-Men, Laura Kinney Wolverine, Magic, Phoenix, Psylocke, Sentinels ended at 5. Storm is still going. Uncanny X-Men, Weapon X-Men, Wolverine. That's 9 right there.
Okay, see, this is gonna make me look bad. This is gonna make me look so bad because
I ain't done. And then we got Jed McKay's X-Men. That's 10. There's 10 X books right now.
The reason I say that that's gonna make me look bad is just because I don't care about all this from the ashes stuff. Honestly,
I've caught myself caring less and less.
I do not care to the point where I only thought there were 3 books and this motherfucker just named off 10 without skipping a beat. So that's indicative of how much I don't care about X right now, bro.
But here's the thing though. Before those other books got canceled, it would have been 13 titles.
Would have been 13, yeah. So
I'm just saying. It was like, because that was 10. NYX, X-Force, X-Factor. That's 13. If Mystique and Sentinels were ongoing,
Trade Paper Dad. Trade Paper Dad just brought up a good one. Hellfire is still going on. I know about that one.
Make it 11. Make it 11.
Because for everyone who doesn't know, that's a docking book. That's who Hellfire is right now. That's docking.
You're not lying. That actually, no. And honestly, now that Jed McKay is writing Avengers and Storm is on there, that's also technically an X book. So that makes 12. So like, I'm just like, I'm super good. Like, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that the X-Men are getting all these books. I love that like a lot of these characters are getting these books. However, I am very happy sometimes. Cable. That's not, I almost forgot about my boy. David Peppo's Cable book.
Shit, Deadpool Wolverine from Benjamin Percy. That one I'm actually reading. That's funny.
That's fucking funny. Damn it.
That's funny.
So now we're adding another log to the fire. Emma Frost, the White Queen.
Before I say what I want to say, I want you to sell this book, please. Please. No, I want to hear this. I want to hear this because it might shut up what I'm going to say. So please. Emma Frost, the White Queen is getting a book. Go.
So, first things first. Emma Frost, the White Queen. Rainbow Rowell, who did Sensational She-Hulk, which I enjoyed. She's going to be doing this. Yes, the most recent one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It was She-Hulk, and then it got rebranded to Sensational She-Hulk.
When she was with the old Jack boy with playing card. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah. So this is gonna be by her.
Okay.
And it's not in present day continuity. It is revisiting the time when Emma Frost was evil, before she ever joined the X-Men. So basically, we're talking about like Emma Frost circa the Phoenix and Dark Phoenix saga. Maybe, I don't know if they're gonna address this. Probably back when she pulled a Get Out on Storm. The reason why Storm can't stand her ass sometimes. A lot of people may or may not remember this. I've talked about it before, but I'll relitigate it, briefly. He or may not remember that Storm. Storm was always known as the White Queen, but in the 80s, roughly around issue 151 of Uncanny X-Men, this is when Kitty Pryde had left the team and was going to the Massachusetts Academy, which was run by Emma Frost, though we did not know that at the time. And Emma Frost here, and I'm going to pull this up. Emma Frost took over Storm's body, traded places with her, more or less. Used a, I forget exactly. It was like basically the way they did it is that after you see this shot right here, you don't really see anything happen after that. All you know is the next time you see Storm is that, she's running around, she's doing like her, oh my God, the power and all this. Like, look,
I hear the animated series looking at these panels.
Yes. Blow winds and
That's
crack
all
your
I hear looking at
Actually, I ain't gonna lie. This line right here is diabolical. Blow winds and crack your cheeks.
Danger, danger, danger.
Rage blow. You cataracts and hurricanes, spout till you have drenched our steeples. Wow.
You can't talk about cracking
Bro,
somebody's
wait a
cheek
minute.
and talk about the cataracts. That's fucked.
Wait a minute. Drowned the cocks.
Danger, danger, danger.
Oh,
Deviant wrote this.
Chris Claremont. So here's the deal. It was right after this moment.
My white Lord have mercy, and that she just okay.
So she pulls out the cloak, and then you realize very quickly it is not Storm. This is Emma Frost, who is body swapped with Storm. So now Storm is in a white like this is Storm right here. Like right here. That is Storm when you see her saying, "No, goddess, no." Yeah, she's like, "I'm a white woman."
Hey, them folks in Bishop War College would flame her right now.
Bruh. Oh, and check this out. Look, and here's the thing. Sebastian Shaw, he ain't shit. Because look at this shit. There's a point where it's believed that they killed, like there's a point in the next issue where it's believed that they may have accidentally killed Storm. So now Emma, because the whole reason they did this, Emma took over Storm's body because they wanted to destabilize the X-Men from the inside. So they're like, oh, well, Storm is one of the most powerful members, and she's also kind of the moral compass. So like, if we go in, we take her out, we replace her, and then we can strike from within, and then I take my body back. Well, they think that she's dead now at this point. So she's mad that she can't go back to her normal body. She's mad that she's stuck being a black woman. Look at Sebastian Shaw funky ass. Not so, Emma. You use that persona exchange gun to switch your consciousness with Storm's so that you can infiltrate the X-Men and destroy them from within. The device functioned perfectly. If you wish, the process could be repeated with someone else. True, you're no longer a telepath, but you still possess beauty, youth, the power of a goddess. If you ask me, I think Aurora would make an exquisite white queen.
Kevin, bro, hold on, bro. Kevin Bacon, you ain't slick. You just wanted a sister. That's what that was. Kevin Bacon just wanted a sister real quick. You ain't slick.
Look,
Previous panel you had her ass had Storm smoking Pall Malls. Kevin Bacon ain't slick, dog.
Yeah,
That boy wanted some chocolate. That's what that was.
But yeah, that was so my whole question is, I wonder if they're ever going to address this moment. I'm curious. Like that is the thing that I am more curious about than anything else that they could do with the series. Like, if we're actually going to be making this a thesis on the fuck shit that the White Queen used to perpetrate, I'm gonna need them to address this.
Okay.
I'm gonna need them to address this. But what were you thinking?
Well, now that I know this is more flashback series, because they've done this with Magneto and they've done this with other characters before, you kind of had my attention because I had read some of that She-Hulk run because it was recommended to me, and I was really enjoying that She-Hulk run. But to know this is another case of we're gonna go back to a character back in the past when they were still doing the shenanigans and see, I don't want to clown the book, or I don't want to dog the book out, and it hadn't even come out yet. You know, and the first issue might even grab me. But I'm less enthused knowing that this is just a flashback thing. I thought this was going to be just another X book that's going to be spinning off of what's going on currently. But I mean, going off of She-Hulk, because that book was the trip.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it was. I was like, God damn.
It should be good. It should be a solid one.
Also, just to know the old girl, I forget her name. Old girl that ran the law office was getting piped out by the big ass robot. I was like, Lord have mercy. Anyway, the reason why she is so thick in this shot is because David Nakayama drew her. That's the only reason why. But no, I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for the book. Basically, I'm gonna give you a little bit more info on this book. It basically says, in the darkest days of the Hellfire Club, before she became a mainstay of the heroic X-Men, Emma Frost had another role, White Queen of the Hellfire Club. As she grapples for power with the rest of the inner circle, witness Emma's ruthlessness ascent to the top. And when she discovers there is a mole within the Hellfire Club leaking secrets to their sworn enemies, the X-Men, Emma will stop at nothing to uncover the truth. Take a deep dive into Emma's past, learn shocking secrets, and be prepared to bow down to the White Queen.
My question with these books is always the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck cares if they're currently not like that? What's the point of seeing these like flashback episodes if we've had several seasons of them being on the good side of things? So I've never understood why Marvel keeps doing this and grabbing these creative teams to do these old ass back in the days, like because they did it with Magneto and I didn't understand it. They did it with Storm before her current series. They did it with Gambit. They did. I don't understand the point of these. If like my question is always like, who are these supposed to be for?
I feel like, you know what? Honestly, I know who they're for.
Okay.
I know who they're for. They are for the people who are always complaining that these aren't my characters anymore. That's who it's for. Because believe it or not, there are some people who still wish she was a bad guy. Why? I have no idea. Because she was not a like. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it a buck. When I first encountered the White Queen, in comics, was it was because of the X-Men animated series and the Phoenix Saga comics and the X-Men, like the Pride of the X-Men arcade game. Those are the only reasons I knew who the White Queen was, and I didn't really know a whole heap of a lot about her. I didn't start really learning anything about the White Queen until she was on Generation X. That was actually where I figured out who she was, like, as a character. Like, in all that other stuff, she was just someone who was there to me. She was never anyone who was, like, important. And when they put her on Generation X, they made her one of the co-mentors of the team with Banshee. I was like, okay, I finally like this character. I was like, I like this character. She's a bad guy who is trying to turn over a new leaf, but she still kind of has some bad ways. But ultimately, at the end of the day, she is one of the few people who will ever tell you that she's doing what she's doing for the children. She's one of the only people who will ever say that I'll be like, I believe her.
Yeah.
I believe her.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
Just and that's another reason. That's actually that's one of the reasons I'm not getting my hopes up about Juggernaut, just because that's one reason I'm not reading that. Because I've been enjoying the Juggernaut shit from when Fabian Nicienza did his series, from the Krakoa stuff. And I don't want to read the Jed McKay stuff just because I'm just waiting on the other shoe to drop, and they just finna revert that motherfucker back to where he was, because I guess the Juggernaut is not as important as like an Emma Frost or somebody. But I mean,
I hope they never. I hope they never make him a bad guy. They will, but I hope they never do. That's me personally.
Mm-hmm. But just, I mean, okay, that's something, I guess.
I'm gonna just need my man to stop getting sunned.
My thing, you know what? And you brought up a good point about who these books are for, but I always wonder, like, you're doing a book to shut those people up. But who's to say those people are going to enjoy the book?
I'm gonna throw you one better. Who's to say they're gonna fucking read it?
Exactly.
And I will say this.
I don't understand that logic.
It's okay. And I'll say one other thing about it, and then we can move on to April. Yeah. But I also feel like it's okay to remind people where a character comes from. But at the same time, I feel like if a character is so far removed from being what they used to be, I don't think we need to go back to like Magneto. Magneto has not been a bad guy in 30 years. I feel like he hasn't been a bad guy in a long time. Like I feel like the Magneto that people think about a lot of the time, and when I say people, I'm talking about normies. I think when people think, when normies think about Magneto, they're still...
Ever since Anna Paquin put it on Magneto, that motherfucker been a tweener ever since.
Oh,
look how long ago that was. Let's give it a buck here, dog.
Yeah, well, even and I'll even say, like I said, same thing for Emma Frost. Like I said, she's been a good guy for 30-something years, since the 90s. So, like... And I will say she has dipped her toe into villainy here and there.
Yeah.
Like back into it. But for the most part, she has consistently been a good guy.
Or like not even, you couldn't even say, you can make the argument that it's not even villainy, but she's doing some shit that's like going back into some old ways a tiny bit, but it's for like commendable reasons. I'll give you an example. Death of the... I think it was called Death of the Mutants or something like that. It was Charles Soule, right? The whole Mpox.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, just to give you an idea. And it was a bunch of shit going on, and Cyclops was behind it until you find out in the very last issue of that story.
It was Emma.
Cyclops died. Yeah, Cyclops died issue 1. That had been Emma doing it because the mutants still needed to see Cyclops and they needed that symbol, but she was still distraught because she loved that man and he was gone, but she was still trying to keep on a certain face for the kids, like you brought up earlier. So you doing shit like that, okay, but like this stuff here where... Nah, I don't like it. Krakoa, they were racist. This from the Ashes stuff, they were this. Now I'm not really. I don't give a fuck if they're going back to the Hellfire Club. I don't care.
You're right. You're right. I don't know.
Like it just irks me because these creative teams could be better suited on other books that people are actually going to fucking read.
Or like a present day Emma Frost. Like I would love to see Rainbow Roller writing like a present. Well, and I will say this too. Sometimes it's what's pitched. I will say sometimes it's what the creative team actually pitched. So I mean, I can't give Marvel too much flack for it because 99.9% of the time, with the exception of some cases, because I do know of some specific cases where it was basically, hey, no, you're gonna do this. I have talked to some people about that before. Who have been a part of that. But I will say that as far as this, I'm almost positive that this was probably Rainbow's pitch, because she does actually go say she wanted to write an evil Emma Frost. So I'm gonna take her at her word.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just think that I would rather see her write a present day Emma Frost, but I guess since I think another reason why this is happening, because I've discovered that DC and Marvel are both bad about this. They're really bad about not wanting characters to be in too many places at once.
Yeah.
Because Emma Frost is a part of Exceptional X-Men, and I guess this also makes it so the water doesn't get muddied on what Eve is doing with Exceptional X-Men and Emma Frost over there. That's probably another reason why it wasn't done. But I mean, I feel like Marvel and DC both are really bad about being really weird about who they allow to be in umpteen million books and who they don't. Like, case in point, DC, Batman is everywhere. Everywhere. Don't matter. That motherfucker be in 17 books on a single Wednesday. Don't make no sense. Wolverine and Marvel, same. Wolverine being 20 books.
Yeah.
And nobody says nothing. Spider-Man, same. Spider-Man can be in several books. Deadpool can be in several books. But like they're really picky and choosy about who they allow to be in multiple places like that. And sometimes it's editorial. A lot of times it's editorial because without, like I said, I don't want to give up what's privileged information. But I have talked to more than a handful of writers and artists who have told me that sometimes editorials like, yeah, we don't want you rocking the boat. We don't want you muddying the water. We don't want you doing anything that's going to mess us up over here.
Yeah.
And leave it at that. But so I don't know. I'm gonna check it out because I check out everything. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm not. I'm gonna read it.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I'm going off the strength of her She-Hulk book. That I'll check this out for sure. I'll check this out.
Yeah, no, 100%. And there was what was it? There was something else she did. There was something else that she had done that I'm forgetting about. But like I like. I'm actually looking it up now. But I like Rainbow. I like what she's capable of. I think that she does a really good job. I think that honestly, as much as I'm not here for what the book is about, I don't need anyone to relitigate the time that Emma Frost was a bad guy to me. I am painfully aware of how on that bullshit she used to be. But Runaways, that's what it was. Runaways. That was the other book that she did that I was forgetting about. She did the 2017 Runaways.
Okay.
Rainbow Rowell did. So yeah, I'm here for it. I'll check it out. It is what it is. I'm just not as excited for it as I probably would have been. That said, real quick before we get to the main event, I do want to take a moment because we got some super chats and some Streamlabs action popping off over here off to the side. So we're gonna go take a look at that right quick. Oh man, and actually yeah, man, shout out, man, this is actually really cool. I appreciate this. But yeah, we're gonna run through these. LP3 with the 10 says, speaking of trouble past and heel turns, LOL, who is a Marvel character that you feel we have yet to see how sinister they could be as a heel and we like it? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, who's a good one? You know what? I tell you what. Because there's so many characters that have been bad guys that are now good guys who I feel have. Yeah, they've showed their whole ass. They showed their whole ass before. But I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
One character, I didn't like him as a bad guy because I just didn't like how it was handled. And that's Bishop.
Okay.
I think Bishop could have been like, if you had to make Bishop the bad guy, I think you could have made him a way more effective bad guy just based off of what he knows. The fact that he is.
Oh, I did not like fucking. Just to give you all an example of what Ernie's referring to, Bishop is a whole problem in and of itself. The fact that I'm reading Messiah War and he then ran to Strife for help of all people.
I was like
I don't see Bishop running to anybody. He might run to the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., who just gave us a super chat. Appreciate that, big dog. We'll get you in a second.
Shit.
But my first answer would have always been Hank McCoy until Benjamin Percy got his fucking hands on him.
Man, nah, I will say that. Yeah, no. Beast. Yeah, that motherfucker would have been Look, can we call him Hank X? No, I would have said Beast as well if not for the Benjamin Percy run.
Good question. And we would have liked to see it. That's the part
Yeah.
that gets me, that we would have liked to have seen it, because I feel like there would have been a lot of rage at certain people's heel turns, and they were actually relatively good at it. You know what? Ooh, okay. I'll give you this one.
Okay.
Steve Rogers.
Okay.
And here's the reason I say that, y'all, before anybody stops and brings up Secret Empire and all that. Okay. I don't think we got to fully see what really could have happened, since we got Grant Rogers now with Steve Rogers, and they kind of just hoped everyone forgot about the fact that Steve Rogers wasn't real. Grant was actually the real deal. His memory, the Cosmic Cube shenanigans, that was still Grant is still technically Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Cosmic Cube is that's a whole different
He's still
conversation.
out here.
Yeah, but
He's still out here
think
too.
we
That's the
didn't-
crazy
we-
part.
We didn't get to see how wild and evil Steve Rogers could have been. Just
give
from
you
me
that.
reading that Nick Spencer run, even though he is with Hydra and Ernie, like, I would tell you to read that first omnibus, because it reads like that's still Steve Rogers. You just know he doing
Yeah.
it for fucking Hydra, which is wild. But I don't think we got to fully see like an evil, truly like just cutthroat final boss Steve Rogers. And I think we could have possibly gotten that with Grant Rogers, and then Jerry Duggan and others screwed that up. So I would have
Yeah.
liked to have seen a genuinely evil Steve Rogers.
Same.
That could have been dope. That could have been dope.
Same. I personally would have appreciated that. That's just me.
And just real quick, do you know what reading that first omnibus did for me? All those people that were bitching and whining about Steve-L,
Oh yeah.
but one of the biggest praised books of a good guy potentially being on the bad side of things is Superman Red Sun.
Which I don't understand. I don't understand that, because look, I'm just gonna say this.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's how I feel like there's no way anyone can look me in the eye with a straight face and say like okay, I get it. And you and I've talked before. If you told me you read Secret Empire and you read it cold, like you didn't read any of the Captain America leading up to that point, I would get why you would be a little apprehensive about what's going on. But if you've actually read the Captain America Nick Spencer series, like, and I'm gonna be straight up, they set that shit up from the word go. All the Pleasant Hill shit, all the stuff that was kind of building up, like, and then beyond that, all of that was set up for Secret Empire. So if you read that, and then you go, and then going into Secret Empire makes a whole lot more sense. But like, yeah, I think that, yeah.
I want to change my answer real quick, even though everything I said was valid. I have to change my answer right now because Decade Out just reminded me of a run that pisses me off that it was never finished, but that's a very good answer.
Oh shit.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
that's gonna
Ghost
be my
Rider,
answer
yeah.
now. People that would have been sinister as a heel, and we
Yeah.
would have liked it. Ghost Rider, especially with that Ed
Brisson.
Brisson stuff, because him going evil was absolutely justified.
We were robbed. I 100% believe it. We were robbed.
Yep, that'll be my answer now. Just from everything that was happening in Ed Brisson's run to Doctor Strange basically leaving him in there for 2 movies. We got Benedict Cumberbatch twice, and then he was in Infinity War, and you still got Johnny Blaze down there just riding around with Mephisto on the back of this goddamn motorcycle. That would have been that would have been justified. That absolutely would have been a justified heel turn. Yep, Ghost Rider's my answer to that question.
Wish they would have done more with that, because
It was Johnny Blaze. Man. It was Johnny Blaze.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying, yeah. It was Blaze. It was Blaze, 100%. And the thing is that like now Danny and Robbie were around, but Danny, he got turned into the spirit of corruption. he got his whole shit turned around. So like at that point, the only like Ghost Rider, like that was just Ghost Rider as you would expect him to be, was Robbie. Because every time you saw Johnny, he had the crown over his head. He had the flaming crown. I love that shit.
Absolutely.
That shit was
And
fucking cold.
LP3, if you did not know, there is a trade of the L. Brisson Ghost Rider run. It's only 7 issues, but there were other Marvel events that were going on, and he would use those tie-in issues to do a Ghost Rider tie-in book to try his best to end his story. It wouldn't have fuck all to do with the event, because there was one of the tie-ins was like King in Black. You saw a symbiote dragon in like the first panel, and then everything went back to that Ed Brisson Ghost Rider.
it was like a Bane Smith over. It's like, yes, send me a dragon. Yeah, Noel's coming out. Anyway, get that shit up out here. Yeah, Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider.
Back to where we were. But yeah, that Ed Brisson Ghost Rider run of it was an unfortunate casualty to COVID Marvel when they were chopping books. And so yeah, that's a very good answer. Thank you, Deck It Out, for reminding me of that, man. Yeah, Ghost Rider for 100%.
Sure. Also, shout out to Gearless Mo
himself. Gearless Mo. With a hundo saying, slightly off topic, but important to me. So it's important to everybody, and the general, like, we know that you have to make sure that the United Council is happy. We were just talking about Pleasant Hill, and you see how Maria Hill pissed them off.
She was acting up.
Happy International Women's Day, and my best to all the mamas, the aunties, the girlfriends, side chicks. He didn't say that part. Sisters and daughters. The world is harder, but know that we see you, we support you, and we love you unconditionally. Thank you for being you. In the case of the side chicks, thank you for knowing your role. He didn't add that part. Thank you, Gearless Mo, for that $100. Happy International Women's Day to all of you lovely ladies in this world that are here, that are watching, that are in the Discord. I saw Devontre made a new friend with one for a happy International Women's Day. Absolutely.
I will say, for me, you just off top, I think that, man, we are in an interesting time. I think we're in a very interesting time. We're in a time where women are honestly, maybe some people don't realize it quite as much, but women are kind of in the I won't say in the crossfire, they're in the crosshairs right now. Have been for a while, but women have been in the crosshairs, and I do believe that we need to kind of put some respect, put some love on it. And I do say we should be above all else making sure we're doing the best we can to try and be accomplices to the protection of women, and not just women as a whole, but like women, their rights, and their experiences, all that stuff. So I like, honestly, no notes at all. And like I said, and please believe it, I did not say ally, I said accomplice. Allies will watch you go to jail. Accomplices will hand you the brick and throw one with you.
I don't think the accomplices want to go to jail either. You just sent a bunch of women internationally to jail with your ass because you don't want to go by yourself. You are a degenerate, sir.
Nah, man, we need no more allies. We need accomplices. I need somebody going hand in handcuff motherfucking hand with me. Don't be sitting there clapping.
What if
and
she
watching?
Gotta go to work that day? What if she want to go to Mrs. Winters or something? Dog? You just make this woman put the handcuffs. You are a horrible person.
Hey, I'm just saying. Because I saw what was that shit? Old boy. who was old boy that got arrested speaking out? It was a football player, a former football player. And it was a whole bunch of motherfuckers like behind him clapping because he has stood up. I said, all y'all motherfuckers clapping. I said, if y'all would have came up there with him. Yeah. But no. These motherfuckers, they want to be safe. No, you got to go. Look, hey, we all got to fight. I do want to say real quick, shout out to, well, for one, also shout out to Gillis Mo, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. and also the HNIC, out here holding it down, taking care of business. But we've also got Lamar Rolak out here about 35 minutes ago.
Hey.
Became a proud owner of the Doom Betraying People Party. So I'm going to need that Who Learnt Y'all shirt next, Blerd. Well, yeah, we got to work on that. We're going to have to work on that. That's here. Let me write that down. Let me get my pen. The power of the pen. Yeah, reload. Power of the pen and the notepad. There you go. Look at that. There. Bam. Look at that. Written down. It is in the books. It has been recorded. It shall be. We have also got Nerd Large with the 1999 super chat. Says happy unblurredly hour, Ernie and Carter Bailey. Y'all's boy Buff Blerd Bo said recently there was pushback on a female mutant love interest he wrote for Bishop in season 2 X-Men 97. Who do y'all think it was? I'll be honest with you. I thought maybe it might have been Madeline. Maybe. They had a weird like staring moment in the episode where he took Cable off into the future, or they could have taken the low-hanging fruit and made it Storm. I have no idea. Which would have been really weird considering that while it's never been made explicitly canon, it's pretty obvious that Storm is a relative. So if you read the Bishop, the Life and Times of Lucas Bishop series, it's like, I think Storm your grandmammy. I don't know if we should do that. I don't know if that would be wise. But
I
yes,
watch too much Game of Thrones, man. That Game of Thrones just got y'all just want to let relatives pipe each other out all willy-nilly. I need help. Who do I think it was? Honestly, at this point, I don't care. I don't care. Let me just see what's up with this season 2 if it's worth a damn. I don't care anymore.
I'm not gonna lie. Bro. I feel like ever so often Bo will drop some shit like this, but always kind of felt like this one was kind of like the whatever.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm Mike Tomlin mode right now, dog. When it comes to Bo DeMayo or anything, let me not say we bring you, just me, Carter. I do not care. I don't.
We do not care.
At all. I don't. I'm sorry.
He's like, nah. He's like, I'm good. No, that's fine. Here's the thing. It didn't happen, so what am I gonna do? Cry about some milk that got spilt like 5 ever ago? No, I'm good. That said, moving on along. Dude, shout out to man, I'm Gregor D just out here just gifting them up. Good Lord. Just out here gifting them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just gifted 5 subs just out here.
Y'all hear that count to 5 and think that shit too. Shut up.
He's like, stop.
I am Gregor D.
Out here holding it down. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you out here hooking up the people. Hooking up the people. Well, you know what, Carter? Let's get to our main event. The main event of the evening. So, I recently saw in the solicits that we are going to be getting some pretty wild shit coming. If you've seen my video for Ninja Turtles number 7, then you kind of already know what's what. But recently, Casey Jones got shot.
Spoilers if you ain't been reading TMNT, but yeah, he many men was getting played. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Bruh. He got look,
I was
my
so goddamn mad on
man's
that. I was so fucking mad when I got to that page.
my man's got laid down.
Ralph, pull off. Just cut on Mini-Man real quick.
Oh my god. But no, he got laid down. He got dropped.
Yes,
And it was bad for everybody. But ultimately, at the end of it all, April, she's been looking after Casey the last few issues of TMNT. She's been saying, and it's kind of funny. It all gets set up in this issue. If we're being brutally honest, you can kind of see it right here. She's looking. She's looking at the match. She picks it up. Got the hockey sticks. Got the golf clubs. Got the 9-iron out here. Got the Louisville Slugger over here. Like, she's looking at it, and she's already kind of like peeping game. Mm-hmm. And then you jump to issue 7. And it comes up again, but the Foot Clan pulls up on her. Or rather, the Foot Patrol. It's still the Foot Clan, but the Foot Patrol pulls up.
The Americops of the TMNT universe.
Really, for real. Look, next thing they could be beating the fuck out of look, Raph about to catch it. Man, I can already see it now, man. Raph about to get done in. I can see it already. But no, we skip forward. Mm-hmm. And this is kind of like also, setting this up. But we also see her swinging that motherfucker and laying fools down.
You got to be a stupid motherfucker to have on full SWAT armor and still let a hockey stick just bamboozle you. You got to be an ugly motherfucker to have something like that happen to you. I was cool with it because the writing was on the wall because these Foot Patrolmen, they're trying to get everybody that has anything to do with the Turtles. And for whatever reason, they caught her fresh from the hospital. She already distraught. Her man is comatose right now.
Man.
And y'all want to step to her on some just, the Turtles. Come here, bitch. Okay, I'm coming with the hockey stick right behind me with the velocity of 1,000 Caucasians and mutant turtles and she swooshed the fuck out of that dude. Look at Juan Ferreira's art. You know his ankle is hurting right now. You can just feel it from Juan's art alone that that motherfucker's ankles are screaming right now.
Oh, and I'm gonna tell you right now, somebody kneecap got broke. There's a kneecap that got I'll put it like this. This motherfucker ain't ever gonna play basketball again. He ain't ever going out on the court again. Look, this woman swung like she used to play for Coach Bombay. Like, what's going on? Like, what's really going on here? Now
that's some foul shit to bring up, considering Born Again came out, and I was completely wrong about what I said. That's some foul shit to bring up, bro. That's some foul shit to bring up. Don't use one of my references, dog. That hurt. I said, you bastards. Y'all lucky this is technically season 4, so I can't be mad. But okay.
But I mean, I will say this though. April has had to come a long way. Some of y'all may or may not remember this because, like I said, I don't know how many y'all kept up. It was like, but I think it was like issue 118 of the original 150 run. April has been through a lot. Mm-hmm. She has been through a lot. She got chased by a bunch of mutant eels. Hell, she got bit. Here, look, yeah. She got her. Look, she said, "No, they fucked my ankle up, so now I got to get somebody else's ankle."
I'm not even gonna lie to you. That first shot that you pulled up, I couldn't tell those were mind control devices. So I thought they had fitteds on.
This man. This fool.
Why is she running from eels, and why do the eels have fitted caps on right now?
Man, look. April has been through a lot. Okay, she has been through a lot. She has struggled. She has struggled, and I think that she needs. See, you ain't shit. April O'Nees, y'all ain't shit. Stop. Stop.
Yeah, but yes, April has been going through it. But I will say, what Jason Aaron is doing with her, with her taking up this mantle, it looks like it seems like this is where it was going to go anyway. That cover is pretty wild.
Yes, sir.
That cover is pretty wild, but
yes,
I feel like this is also for the people that are potentially reading The Last Ronin Revolution.
Oh,
and they really wanted to see April put hands, but no, you got to see her daughter do it. Here's your wish. You get to see April just put hands on motherfuckers. So
I love it.
I do like that they added that the yellow jacket in. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Well, because this is a very different April O'Neil we're talking about here. This is not the same April. Somebody like I saw some people talk about April O'Neil the other day online, and I could tell these were people who only watch the cartoon,
watch the movie,
or the movie. Yeah, they only saw the movie. The thing is, April O'Neil has been hanging out with the Turtles and Casey Jones almost the entire 150 issue original run in the IDW universe. So she has learned a lot of stuff. This girl went from being a scientist to a fucking podcaster and journalist, to training with the Ninja Turtles, learning stuff from Casey Jones and whatnot, what have you. So the fact that that she's around and stepping up to the arena in this particular instance is not surprising. Like, honestly, I'm shocked it didn't happen before. I'm actually shocked that it took this long to get there, but I'm glad
happy it
that
didn't.
it is.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm happy it didn't, because now that it has happened, I get to see Juan Ferreira draw it. I'm so happy that so many of y'all are finally on the Juan Ferreira train.
Yes.
Because he's been sporadically in maybe this book you probably wasn't reading, or this little mini, or this little tie-in book. Now that he is on a series, the boy is mean with it. And hopefully you all are following him on IG, where he's been showing some covers and panels of future issues and stuff like that. That cover was so cold. I think I sent you that one too. Because I said, bro, look at this shit here. That is fire.
Dude, look at that shit. And look, I wanna zoom this in, because I want y'all to see all the glory in it. Look at this shit. Look how got Raph in the center of the shell. Got April and got D.A. Hale over here off to the side. But then when you go up, you got Mikey up here in the top left, Leo in the top right. Look at the bandages and shit.
You know what I just noticed? I did not notice till you zoomed in. That goddamn rat. I just noticed that goddamn rat.
Yeah. Hey, the rat is out here. The rat
Donatello is a goddamn psychopath. That is Brad Pitt from 12 Monkeys is what Donatello is right now, dog. Oh my God.
But you know what I love about it though? I love that, like, for as crazy as he is acting, he ain't wrong.
Dog, the fact that they got Splinter out here like the Peter Parker ghost from Superior Spider-Man is nuts right now.
I fucking love it. Because I don't know how many of y'all watched the video that I did for 7, but that was something I brought up. I was like, man, y'all out here talking wild about Donnie looking crazy, acting crazy, but y'all don't want to address the fact that Leonardo was trying to commit suicide by flesh-eating turtles. Michelangelo was hallucinating that the Foot Clan was the Ninja Turtles beating his ass. And Raphael's dumbass got himself locked up on purpose, trying to change the system from the inside. I said, all these motherfuckers on the struggle bus.
The fact that Donnie knew all of this with the Master Splinter / Patrick Swayze ghost action going on is... This book is nuts in all the right ways.
Dude, just say, Juan Ferreira, God damn, don't ever take this motherfucker off the book.
Motherfucker wants to save the entire population of New York. Donnie is insane. But
I mean, look at how beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it.
There was one where I think it was Raph got hit in the mouth, and you see the lip move up with the teeth and all that shit. I'm like, this is really well drawn. This is really, really well drawn.
So here's the funny part about that. So here, you got this one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shot right here. I've noticed something. Every single issue has a shot just like this. I got to take a look at the issue I just showed y'all the cover for, issue 8. I didn't get to read it, but I got to see some unlettered pages from it. There's a shot very similar to the ones that like I'm showing y'all here in that issue as well. Like, so it's like every issue 1 is drawn so far. There's a shot where you see the turtles steal on each other. And it's just like, bruh. Also, I just want to bring this over here. Look at this shit. Look, dude. Oh my God, it's so fucking
You know what? I told you one of my favorite pages was when they were climbing that building and they were using the roof of the building as panels. But the fight they had on a roof with the helicopter lights beaming on the roof and shit. These shots are so good. I love this. So I am enjoying Jason Aaron's writing on this, but I swear to you all, I'm more so reading this book for the art.
Yes. Also, yeah, this shot right here where they're where
one of my favorite ones.
Like, dude, I love how he took the building,
the roof, and made it into panels.
Yeah. Put it and like made a gutter out of it. I was like, bruh, let's
that is so cold.
Let's
dope.
fucking go. Also, I just gotta say this shot right here, I fucking love this shot when they're climbing out of the sewer. I was like, he has a way of drawing the turtles that is just chef's kiss. Absolute chef's kiss. Absolute chef's kiss every fucking time. Every single time. It is beautiful.
How creative he is with these with this entire series. I cannot wait until this hardcover comes out because it's getting bought.
Oh no, 100%. Like that's off top. That is off top. But no, I will say this. Now this issue that we're talking about here, because like I said, issue 7 just came out. The issue we're talking about is issue 11. So we got a ways to go before we get to that one. 8 should be out sometime this month, I believe. Maybe next month. Because I think issue 7. It just I think it was the end of last month. So yeah, it should be towards the end of this month we get issue 8. So then 9, 10, 11 years. So we got a ways to go. So this isn't happening like just right away, right now. But
the only negative about this shit is the price of the hardcover.
I just caught it.
The only negative. What?
I just caught that shit.
Oh, him putting his signature on stuff?
Yeah. I've seen his signature before, but like I never noticed it in the stick.
I got you.
I never noticed it in the stick. But
you know the because you're the Amazon pre-order guy. You know it's already up on for pre-order because it comes out in June.
Yes.
The library edition of the first 6 issues. That's my only complaint. First 6 issues as a hardcover and it's $50. That my chest hurt a little bit. Like I just hit a roller coaster.
I'm gonna use the power of influence. IDW.
Just get a second one. That's all I ask.
I'm doing. IDW. Could you hook me and my boy? Can you hook me and my boy up, Carter? If you could hook us up with the book, that's all I'm saying. That would be awesome. I'm just putting that out there. By the way, speaking of breaking news, hold on, wait. Do I have my breaking news button? Do I have my breaking news? Here we go. Breaking news, ladies, gentlemen, and MBs. For those that, if for whatever reason you missed it, if you did, heaven help you. But I have it under good authority. I have it under express written authority. We are going to be getting them turtles on Global Comics. It's happening. I've seen it. I've seen it in stories. It is happening. Global Comics is getting the IDW run of Ninja Turtles. Actually, IDW is going to be so right now, as it stands, the only comic company not on Global Comics is Marvel.
And looking at a lot of the books that Marvel got coming out, we ain't that mad about it.
Yeah, oh no. Well, I'll just say this. Marvel. These people are waiting to give you their money.
Ooh.
Are you going to take it? Hold on. Let me get in close. Are you man enough to take it? That's a little Alec Baldwin for y'all. Y'all know nothing about that Glengarry Glen Ross. Y'all don't know nothing about that. But no, I have it under good authority. Yes. Ninja Turtles. Here, I'm going to bring this down just for a moment. Or I thought I was. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, because I hit the wrong thing. There it is. Oh, you know what I did? I didn't realize it. I hit I now know that it works. I now know that the chat thing works. Anyway, but no. So basically what's going to be happening is as of today, you can read a lot of the Star Trek comics that have been releasing. I'm actually going to run through the whole thing. You can read 30 Days of Night.
Okay.
On Global Comics. You can read the Star Trek classics, the Mirror Universe Saga. You can read the Star Trek Lower Decks comics. I didn't even know they had Lower Decks comics, and now I'm happy. You can read the Strange New Worlds comics. You can read the Next Generation comics. You can read Underwater Welder by Jeff Lemire. You can also... That's a cold-ass book, so I'm actually glad it's on there. Book. Yeah. You can also read Winona Earp. I didn't know there was even a Winona Earp comic, but it's on there. And then starting next week, you'll be able to read the Sonic the Hedgehog. There's actually a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog books, but there's the Scott Snyder Dark Spaces Wildfire will be on there. Godzilla Hell will be on there, as well as Godzilla Rivals. And last but certainly not least, Godzilla versus the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers will also be on there. Sea of Sorrows will be on there starting next week, as well as, of course, the Sonic Hedgehog and the IDW collection hardcover of Sonic the Hedgehog will be on there. So there's that. Starting March 19th, I'm going to tell you right now, it's about to get bananas when it comes to My Little Pony shit, because it's going to be ponies everywhere. Ponies for everybody. You're going to be able to get all the best of the My Little Pony. You'll also be able to get Better Place, which I have never read, but I'm very interested to now. You'll be able to get Cooking with Monsters, a manga style story. This is called Cooking with Monsters, The Beginner's Guide to Culinary Combat. You'll also be able to read Lock and Key for those that are unfamiliar. Lock and Key, and of course, like I said, My Little Pony up the fucking zoo. Like literally, this is almost too much My Little Pony. I honestly don't think anyone should live at this speed, but you will be able to live at this speed if you so choose. And then the final week of March, you will be able to read them IDW Turtles, motherfuckers. Yeah, that's right. You'll be able to read them all. You'll be able to read the Best of TMNT collection. You'll be able to read the Cosmo Knights, which I have not read yet, but it's on my list. You'll be able to read Earth Divers, one of my favorite series from IDW that is not called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You'll also be able to read some of the early days stuff like Change is Constant, the opening story arc of the TMNT at IDW. You'll be able to read the Saturday Morning Adventures series that Eric Burnham is doing. You'll be able to read the Armageddon game. You'll also be able to read The Last Ronin. You'll be able to read all that. Oh, and I almost forgot. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Usagi Yojimbo crossover. You'll be able to read that as well. But yeah, you'll be
all didn't have to hunt down the hardcovers like he did.
No, we're giving you this shit we're just handing it out. We're just handing it out. Dude, let me tell y'all right now, Global Comics is your one-stop digital shop to pick up comics. And I'm telling you this, you can do it in so many different ways. You can just go and buy the comics. If you go on the digital comics platform, you can purchase comics like individually, you don't have to have the subscription, but I'm telling you, the subscription is the only way to play. The subscription gives you access to everything, not some, but all of the library. Whatever they have on tap, you can read it. Okay, you can read Invincible, you can read Transformers, you can read Gargoyles, you can read right now they got a lot of because DC stuff is on there now. Like I said earlier, the only comics in print not on Global Comics is Marvel, which means Marvel is leaving money on the table. And I've been saying this a lot because I remember when I first started messing with Global Comics, I was like, man, it seems like the only thing that ain't on here is like Dark Horse, IDW, DC, and Marvel. And guess who all is on there now? Dark Horse. As soon as I started talking about how Dark Horse wasn't on there, Dark Horse was like, hey, Blerd Without Fear said, we ain't got our shit here. Can y'all hook that up? What was it? DC was like, oh shit, Blerd talking shit. Hey, Johnson, get our shit on there. And then next thing you know, we got IDW. IDW's like, hey, look, man, Blerd out here, he always be talking about how we ain't on the app. Get us on the app. So Marvel, I'm talking about you now. Get your ass on the app. Yeah, if you bad. But yeah, so I'm just saying it right now. Yes, you can literally get all the comics pretty much. And what you do, if you use my the QR code over here off to the side by Carter, you scan that, it will take you straight to your app store of choice. You will get the app will be right there. You just download that bad boy and then use my promo code GCX Blerd Without Fear. That'll give you 33% off your first 1 year subscription. And just so you know how this works, so you know how much of a deal you're getting, this shit's normally $89.99. You're getting it for $59 just because you fuck with me. You're getting it for $59.99. That's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. That said, if you go to there's a link in the description as well. You click that, it will take you straight to the website. And when you go to the website, just so you know, I don't want anyone to think that they've been led astray or led to some bullshit. No, that's me. That's me right there. That's me. $59.99. You see it right there. It says instead of $89.99 slashed out, you said $59. Yeah, that's because me. That's because me. Because I fucks with y'all. I'm just saying. Now I will also make it clear. A little transparency. I do get a little taste of that. I'm going to be 100% transparent with y'all. I do get a little taste of the of that subscription that you get. So yeah, I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, there's a little trade-off because I'm passing these savings on to you. But that said, yeah, Carter, man, we technically already talked about the recommended this week.
Yes, we did.
So we don't really have to go through. We don't really have to go through all that again.
We don't.
Yeah, I'll just say, the only thing I'll say is here. Let me. This is not on Global Comics, but I do highly recommend you pick this up. It is not on Global Comics as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Even though, you know what? Technically, this is through Dark Horse. So I'm kind of shocked that it isn't. But yeah, maybe one day. Hey, you know what you could do? We could say, hey, can y'all get this? Like reach out to everybody reach out to Global Comics. Hey, can y'all get this book?
Yeah.
Y'all get that? Anyway, but yeah, go check it out. It's awesome. I don't like I said, I don't want to say anything more about it because the more I say about it, the more that I spoil. And I want you guys to read this book cold as humanly possible. And yes, it is. So basically what this is, it's really weird how they break this up. So this is 100 and I didn't realize it has back matter.
Oh, look hell.
Look, we got back matter back here, baby. We got look at like hold me. Can I we got back matter, baby. Look, they got the actual sketch scans in here too. Lord have mercy, King. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm I got distracted. I'm sorry. Y'all know how much I love this stuff. So yeah, this book is 133 pages. There's 133 pages. So that's like a smooth 5 or 6 issues, give or take. But I will say it does in the middle of the book tell you, oh, this is chapter 2. So they're long issues is basically what I'm trying to say. Oh, so when Rebecca Hall gonna adapt this? Hey, give her time. I never knew that Rebecca Hall was technically black. It wasn't until like a year ago that I was like, oh shit, I was like, dude, okay, all right, bet, go on in. But no, it's that said, that yeah, go check out the book. You can pick it up anywhere good books are found. There is a sequel called Incognegro Renaissance. I have not read that one yet, but if this first book is anything to go by, I do highly advise it. Also, oh wait, I got a message and I want to check it because it is pertinent to, it is technically pertinent to what we got going on here. Man, I almost want to send y'all. I almost want to show y'all something.
Uh-oh, bet not.
I almost want to show y'all something.
Make them wait.
Nah, I don't want them. I don't want to be that guy. So you know what? Fuck it. We're doing it. We're gonna do like a little, like real quick, impromptu. Let's see here. There we go. Share. Right. Upload. Bam. Love to see it. No, this isn't one of the ones he just sent me, but it's one of the ones that I don't mind showing. Is basically what that kind of comes down to. For those who, because I know sometimes y'all ask and you're like, man, hey, what's going on with what's going on with the book, man? What's popping? Well, I can tell you what's going on because I actually have so basically what's been going on. I've been getting pages pretty steadily. From Quinn. The first issue is kind of a long one, so that's why it's taking a while. It's like 30 something pages. So that's a lot. For those that don't know, your average comic is like 22 pages. This is like a effectively almost a giant size issue, almost. But real quick, I'm going to share this with y'all. This is I'm not going to give you the whole page, but I do. I'm gonna give you this one. Here. I'm gonna zoom this in such a way where it's just the one thing. Give you the,
okay.
Or actually, no. Do it like this. Why am I sitting here trying to zoom this shit like a fucking plebe when I can just crop it and be done with it? Here we go. Bam. So this is a shot. This is a shot from the upcoming comic Heart of the Darkness. Not telling you what's going on here. Figure it out for yourself. However, there are some things, if you've been kind of keeping up. There's some things in here that you've been keeping up. You probably will notice some changes. But no, we're this is what page is this? I think this page is later in like the lower, I think the mid 20 range. This is one of the mid 20 range pages. And you also are getting introduced to like the one white character that is the DEI of the book. This is the one DEI of the book, a dead white woman. But anyway, yes, there you go. I just want to give you a little tease. Yeah, his name is some ninja named Quinn. Yeah, that's right. That's his name. Some ninja named Quinn. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know his name. Just some ninja named Quinn. That's all I got. We also got Another one from the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Says, doing my taxes as I watch a stream and wanted to hear the jingle. Oh, here we go. 1999. Dun, 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 dun. Tax time super chat. I actually need to be doing mine. But yeah, no, that was kind of the gag is for my book, I said for the other comic I'm working on, I said no DEI. There's no DEI. There are no main characters, at least that aren't bad guys. Who are white. There's matter of fact, one of the, I can say this because it doesn't matter. One of the main villains is a white supremacist, and the other one is just a racist white guy who works for a government agency. That's basically what it is. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I want it to be. I was like, I was like, we'll have one DEI. We'll have one DEI, and that's all you get. Yeah, that's all you get. One. You get one. Just like how we used to get. Y'all might have saw what was it? I think it was in the 3D Man video that I did. It's almost kind of like that scene from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, and we'll be asking for some representation. And Marvel be like, yeah, man, we'll give you one. I want to order one rib. And we'll be like, all right. We getting it, y'all. We got some representation. Order ribs. He's like, no. One rib. And then Marvel be saying, talking about some, I surely is hungry.
You want to get to these questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. First question we got here is from the homie Melvin. And good evening, Ernie, Scatman, Corellas, and brother Marcellus Hennessy. I hate that I told y'all that story. Two down brothers who got the nerd game on lock and key. Right on. My question is about nostalgia.
Ooh.
With everything looking good for nostalgia type properties from our 80s cartoons turning into comics, some video games getting made from those old properties, are we starting to see the negative side of our nostalgia being played out? Keep that old-timey grease ready for Elon and Trump, just in case you got to throw it on them. Happy Black History forever.
Goddamn right.
Are we starting to see the negative side? No. I think we're just starting to see more lackluster quality. I'll give you an example. The G.I. Joe game that came and went, that was not
yeah, people just cashing in.
The Power Rangers game that I would not have known was bad until Ernie said something. So no,
they fixed
I don't
it,
think we're
but kind of too little too late.
Yeah, I don't think we're starting to see a negative side. This is something I always tell like some friends of mine. I think we're at that point where we went from good to all right now. And then we gonna get to that negative part being played out a little bit, but
everyone's just you're at. It's not the negative. It's the point we're at. It's basically like everybody's like, oh hey, okay, you know what it is? Remember, okay, so when the MCU first started, everybody was trying to make it a shared universe, and you could tell who was trying and who just was throwing up bullshit. Like the Dark Universe, that was supposed to have like like Dracula and the Mummy and Frankenstein and the Wolfman and all that shit. That like and they had put up the Empire and the Entertainment Weekly magazine covers for, and then the Mummy came out and they was like, yeah, on second thought. That Tom Cruise Mummy came out and they said, yeah, never mind. I think that's what we're saying. I don't think we're saying anything like inherently like, oh, this is morally bad. I think we're just seeing corporations who are, they just see dollar signs and they're like, hey, we're going to do this thing. And, hey, the nerds, they'll just fucking buy it because, they're fucking nerds and we're throwing them a bone. That's what we're seeing. That's the closest thing to evil that we're seeing.
All right. We got another one here from Trap God Thanos saying, good afternoon, gentlemen and Carter. All right. Have you guys ever hyped up a series in your head that you thought for sure you were gonna love, only to be disappointed when you actually read it. I'm feeling that with CrossGen right now. Hearing the premise of the publishing line, I thought Marvel was so dumb for not trying to bring it back. But after reading a decent amount of it, they made the right decision, keeping it in the gulag, straight up mid. So
Yeah.
for me, this would be really easy. Something that I hyped up that I was actually disappointed by when I actually read it. Yeah, no one.
Oh yeah.
Kyle Higgins,
yeah.
Brian Buccellato. It was a book that was taking place in the Radiant Black universe about somebody that is a hacker that is trying to make sure that the right people pay for what they have done instead of everybody else. It had this nice little gimmick with it with, like, you know, the global comic QR code. You can scan that QR code. It sends you somewhere else. When you're reading the comic, there's a QR code for you to scan that'll send you to a podcast that's explaining to you what's going on in this universe with everything that's going on with the comic. And it was okay. And then, nah. It wasn't bad by any stretch, but it was very forgettable. It was very forgettable. I bought that book and then proceeded to trade that book in from the same comic shop I had just bought there from like maybe a month after.
Oh damn.
So yeah, I would say no one for sure. Just because of it's leading you to a website where you can watch these videos about what the guy is doing, and then you can read the comic to go along with it. So it was a really cool concept. It's just the story was subpar.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I was really excited with it, and then I fell off of it. Like, I just forgot about it, if I'm being brutally honest. Ooh. You know what?
How do you feel about that one, big time?
Because Immortal Thor?
Yeah.
I liked Immortal Thor, but I will say the more, it's going to sound so weird for me to say this, because, like, while I enjoyed the Roxxon special and I liked the setup, it was the getting there that was tough.
Okay.
And I've kind of fell off. Like, it's not bad. I don't think it's bad. I think it's just not as, like, Immortal Thor as a whole is not as hype as, like, because I went into it with that same kind of like, oh man, Immortal Hulk was so lit. This is going to be lit too. And it's not that it was bad. It was an okay book. Like, it just was all right. It ain't nothing to write home about.
All right, people. And just FYI, real quick, I'm just doing this because we are actually doing good on time right now. So
yeah. Go ahead.
Anytime you all know a Blerd Cave is on Saturdays, please remember to have your questions in there on Friday or sometime prior, because I don't like doing questions the day of, which y'all late asses, but I'm gonna do these real quick.
Yeah.
This is from Taquino. Afternoon, y'all. My question is, do y'all think that more X-Men should expand outside from the main group? For one, I'm loving Storm being in the Avengers, and I miss her relationship with T'Challa, and even liked Emma and Tony being a couple. So here's the thing. The X-Men do expand outside from the main groups. That's why you got their solo series.
Well, I think what Taquino's talking about is, like, in the way that Storm has done with where, like, she's on a team she normally would not have anything to do with. Yeah. And Storm has done it before because she was a member of the Fantastic Four for a bit.
And I'm happy you actually brought that up, because I was thinking about Johnny Storm being on the Fantastic Four, but he kicking it with Peter Parker and hanging with him for an issue.
Yeah, but I mean, like changing the status quo, because like with that, like Emma Frost being a part of Iron Man's universe for that time frame, I thought was great. I think Storm being on the Avengers was great, and I liked when Rogue had broken away from the X-Men and was doing the Uncanny Avengers. You know, that type of thing. So I know, I do think more X-Men should, like, case in point, I think a solo series is nice, but like I think it would be cool to say, okay, let's say, for example, because Wolverine does it all the fucking time.
Yeah, what was that boy? The one you talked about that was like super whitewashed, the New Mutants.
Sunspot.
Him being in the Avengers book because he bought AIM and shit.
Yep, he was in the yep. He was, and I thought that was great because it took him and put him somewhere else and kind of let a different group of people who probably normally don't read the books he would be in get to know him as a character. I like when Marvel does that. Like, you do have to break it up a little bit. I would love to see a book where Gambit is, I won't say on the Avengers, but let's say he's, I don't know, maybe he's hanging out with the Guardians of the Galaxy because reasons. I don't know. Like, kind of like
they
Kitty
did
Pryde
that shit with Iron Man. They did it with Iron Man, so yeah.
Well, and they did it with Kitty. Kitty was leading the Guardians for a while. Like, she was Star-Lord for a minute. So yeah, I would love to see, like, oh, Gambit is, running, whether he's leading the team or just hanging out with them, whatever, I don't care. Or have, and technically, while this was a solo title, I wish they would have leaned more into the Spider-Man of it when Nightcrawler was the uncanny Spider-Man. I wish they actually would have made it like where he was interacting more with Peter Parker's. Technically he was up against Vulture, but I mean, actually, like, going, like, deeper into
Rhino and Shocker.
Right. Like, I like when they do stuff like that, especially, and the main key is if it's done well. It has to be done well. That, like case in point, I don't expect a lot of people to remember this. When Beast was on the Defenders, back in a time where the Defenders were basically just the X-Men minus Jean Grey. Like, there was a time where Beast, Iceman, Angel, and Cyclops were on the Defenders. Well, and then, he went on to kind of do his own thing. But, like, yeah, I like when they do stuff like that. So, yeah, I get what they're saying. I'm 100% for it.
Yeah. All right. Last question here from Frominum. Hola, Blerd Familiar. What's a comic you would feel be better as an animated movie / TV show? He said for himself, it would be The Rockefellers by Peter Tomasi and art by Francis Monopole. So what's a comic you feel would be better as an animated TV show or a movie?
Oh, man. I can definitely say for this, I almost would rather pick something that I really didn't enjoy, or I thought just kind of, oh, I know. I think Preacher would have worked better as an animated series. Like because when they tried to do it as a live action show, they had to make a lot of concessions and change some things up. I think that, if you would take something like that but do it as an animated series, I feel it would do about as well as Invincible is doing right now, which reminds me, I actually need to go back and watch the last 2 episodes of Invincible. I slick forgot that show was back on for a little bit. I could almost, I saw Dog said Something's Killing Children. I can see that. I think Something's Killing Children works just fine as what it is. But if they did it as an animated series, yeah, I can see them actually making it better just based on being able to capitalize on the senses that you get to play with when it's a visual media. Like, you can play with sound, you can play with what the audience hears to set the tension. To build the fear up. Okay, in that I could actually really, and if that's the case, any horror comic, basically, it kind of falls into that category.
You know what I would say then for that? Even though the quality of writing in that book has gone downhill, where it's just some shit, he just throwing shit at a wall, and it's very clear that he's doing that. I Hate Fairyland.
Oh man, I forgot about that book. God damn.
Scotty Young forgot what that book was about too. Trust.
Yeah. Oh man,
he forgot about that book. He writing it. Yeah.
God, dude, he has been in his bag like on all these other books. I honestly don't blame him. Shit. That motherfucker said, "Man, look," he said, "I got Ain't No Grave." He's like, "I got all this other shit." Yeah. I you know what? I think I will agree with Galen from Hero Mode podcast. Radiant Black, I think, would fall in that category. I think Radiant Black would be way better as an animated series than what it is.
Would people be more welcoming to that event that they did if it was animated?
Catalyst War?
Yeah, the Catalyst. Would people be more opening to Catalyst War
I
if it
think
was
so.
animated and not in a book?
I think so.
Waiting monthly? Okay.
Well, yeah, because then you can actually see it play out like closer to real time. I think.
Mhm.
I think you could see it play out closer to real time, and I think everybody would be better for it. I think. But that's just me.
Even with the fucking issue 21A, issue 21B, would you?
Well, because the way they would do it, they would be able to frame it differently, where like you could kind of. You could like, because television is such a different medium, you would be able to mess with things that you couldn't, like, yeah, you would have to wait for that other issue when you could just tackle it right there and see like, oh, this is what's happening over here. You say, oh, elsewhere, this is what's going over here. Kind of like what they do with Invincible when they have like, whenever like Mark is about to get some cheeks and they go, well, going on in this other, part of the, you could do some shit like that. And it would actually go over better. No one, I agree. No one would have been a better show, I think, than a comic. I think it should have just been like one of those theatrical podcasts. I think that's what they should have done. They should have done as a theatrical, like kind of like what they did with like Wolverine and Batman and so many other comic characters. But yeah.
But that's everything from the Discord, brother. Do you have any questions you see?
Yes, we do. Yeah, first and foremost, I do want to tackle. We got 46 months out of Romy Forever. Says, greetings, brother. I got that Doom shirt. Ernie, is there a place I can email you, please? And to y'all people out there, get them likes up. Yes, please, because the like to view ratio, mad disrespectful. I don't like it.
Oh, wow. We were talking about Deadly Class this morning. I actually like the live action show. I think on a better network, it would have done better.
Yeah.
Let me not say better. Well, no, honestly, yeah, that too. But yeah, on a different network as opposed to fucking sci-fi, I think Deadly Class would have did way better.
Oh, yeah. Well, because that's why
way better.
Shit, that's why I'm scared for the revival. It's going to be on sci-fi. I'm like, man, I said, y'all gonna do this show dirty. Yeah, I'm about to say, y'all about to do this show dirty to motherfucker. But yes,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern. But yes, you can email me. My email is easy. It's no secret. blerdwithoutfear@gmail.com. Yeah. Just hit me up there. That'll be me. I will say I get a lot of emails, so don't expect a fast reply. I usually have to like skim through that shit because it's always something going on. Also real quick, because by the way, thank you for picking up a shirt. I actually see I actually saw in here right underneath that message we got. Yeah, so this shirt is cold as ice. Dude, love to see it. I love to see it. I love to see it.
I read that, but I heard it in Dave Chappelle's Rick James voice.
Charlie Murphy, you cold as ice.
Oh man,
love it. Absolutely love it. But no, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Thank you. And I got one here from John Stewart who says,
what it is?
Has Carter watched Daredevil yet? If so, any thoughts?
I enjoyed it. The video that will never be released, but now I have an idea of what to do. Yeah, I enjoyed the video, or the 2 episodes we saw. My only complaint would be I didn't like the Bullseye Daredevil fight being hidden in the smoke. I didn't like that.
That part was kind of
really. And like the fighting upstairs and shit like that is like, okay, so y'all finna like, come on now, don't let the one thing the Netflix show had be that one thing y'all can't do well.
Yeah, I will say I appreciated the part where they got to the stairwell because like I liked them showing that they were tired, like it was realistic in the sense that you ain't fighting like that for no long stretch of time.
Yeah. You said the first fight scene with Bullseye and Daredevil was fire. It was all in one take. It would have been. I would have loved to have seen it, but it was smoke everywhere.
Yeah, it was a lot of smoke. And then when there wasn't smoke, the lights were out.
Yeah, so I mean, I just have to take your word for that then. But
I will say, I know why they did it. It's actually a play on the way Frank Miller did it back when he was doing the Daredevil comics. That's technically why they did it. Because there were parts where like you could see some of the fight, and then it would like you would see the silhouette, and then you would actually see him, and then I saw what they were trying to do. I just think I wish they would have done it differently.
Yeah. But yeah, those 2 episodes, I enjoyed them. They were solid. They were solid.
Mhm.
I was right, I'm pretty sure, about when Ernie and I first talked about it, and we actually hit each other up when the episodes dropped, and he said he was right on some things, and I was right. I told y'all, I don't think this is going to be a Daredevil in costume series. This is more going to be about Matt Murdock, and that's what it seems like this show is going to be. So I was right.
I think so much in the sense that like they will focus a little bit more on Matt Murdock. I think you'll see him in the costume more often than not, just because I mean we've seen too many shots from the trailers.
Yeah, my whole
of
thing
him
was
in costume, just like
he was going to be in costume more so from flashbacks. That's what I said. So the verdict is still out if I was fully right about that. But yeah, I think
a lot of the stuff, like we kind of saw some of it already, but like I think I don't think it'll be entirely sans Daredevil, because we still got Muse to deal with, which we've technically kind of already seen him like twice now already. In like both in and out of costume.
Yeah, I was laughing at the fact that the ass whooping at the end of the second episode with the one dude who got smashed to the fridge and shit. I don't know if you knew it, but that particular dirty cop is the same like dirty SWAT team leader from Mayor of Kingstown too.
Yes. Yep. Yep. Same dude.
You're gonna be dirty as hell. Just in this one, you got the ass you probably should have got in Mayor of Kingstown. But yeah, I enjoyed them. They were good.
I liked them a lot. I liked the obviously I liked them so much. I liked them so much that I immediately started drawing pictures of Daredevil.
Ooh. What I liked even more was the rage from people's reactions saying that Foggy catching it was a bad choice.
He needed it.
This is a new TV show. This is a whole new thing. No, Vincent D'Onofrio said it himself. He looks at this as season 4. This is season 4, y'all.
Yeah, it is. Even though technically it's treated as a separate show.
Yeah,
but it is
clearly season 4. So yeah, I like seeing the salt from people that were upset. I was right there with y'all. They killed one of Coach Bombay's best men.
Quick question, y'all.
Shoot.
Should this be a shirt? Should we make this a shirt?
I don't think Bullseye hit his hand with that many knives.
I mean, I felt it was an appropriate amount of knives. Should this be a shirt, y'all? Should it be a thing?
That looked like he fought old boy Machete from Desperado. That's what he looked like. He whooped.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. It was I basically did it while I was watching.
That nigga say, "You okay, man?"
It's like, man, you good? No, I actually did this. I actually did this while I was watching the show. It was but no, I didn't do the broken horn thing just because I like my Maddie with horns.
No more shirts till we get Norman.
No more till we get Norman. All right, Norman. Okay. All right. So Norman is next.
Okay.
Norman's next. I promise you Norman is next. I've actually already set it up. But no, I was just proud of the fact that I was able to pull this shit off. It was something that I was actually quite surprised with. But yeah, no, we'll I promise you I will we will make it a thing. We will make it a thing. It's it'll happen. That I promise you. We got another one here. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. LP3 says, question, can you think of an image book and or character that would be a major star if given Marvel or DC's budget and marketing?
Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn. Actually, I think Invincible. I mean, he's already proven he can be a star on an animated front. If they actually took the time to make a legit Invincible movie, imagine what they would be able to pull off if they actually were able to do this shit, especially now that people are familiar. The only thing that would suck is that you got to be careful with how you adapt it in live action, because now people who are unfamiliar or were unfamiliar are now painfully familiar. They're almost, I won't say painfully, they're getting close to being painfully familiar. Because now I've actually seen a lot of people get to the point where Invincible to them feels like old hat.
Ooh, I have to agree. I have to disagree with you there. LP3 Spawn is already a star. I disagree.
No,
Spawn
he's not a
is
star.
Spawn is known. That
Yeah.
does not make him a star.
He's a known unknown. Well, here's the thing. People know him for the wrong reasons. They remember that ugly ass 1990s live action movie is what they remember.
Watch him out. Watch him out. Watch him out.
I'm just saying, just he has a cult following. That's about it. Yeah, I'll give you that. But I definitely think he could be better. I think he could be handled way better.
And you rather
I think he should.
From a Spawn fan, he ain't a star.
Nah,
Just
not
know
yet.
him, right?
Not yet. He ain't.
Who is that? Chris Bosh from the NBA. He ain't a fucking star. He was known. Don't let that big three shit go to your head. He was not a star. Dwayne Wade was a star. LeBron was a star. Chris Bosh was just there.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh just good numbers sometimes. No. No. But please.
Oh man. No, that's all I really got for that one. We got another one here. We got another super chat from Roman References. Be careful. Norma's waves are so big, you're gonna have to make 2 t-shirts, one for him, one for the waves. You know what I want to do? I actually do want to do 2 different ones. I want to do one where he's got the box of the product. And I want to do one where he's got the mask on, but the waves on like or yeah, wait, can we get one where he's like doing where he's doing the 360 brush?
No ideas. I do not want to see Norman Osborn with the Murray's can. I do not.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
I do not, bro.
I'm just saying. I think, you know what, they tried with the darkness and video game format.
Yeah.
I feel like if they put some oomph on it in today's market, maybe. I don't know.
They tried it, and I saw somebody else, since you brought up the darkness, somebody else brought up Black Phoenix. He brought up Witchblade. They tried that with the live action movie twice.
Yeah.
And
they had a TV show. Shit.
here's the thing. That TV show you're referring to, that was a movie. They cut.
Yeah, they chopped it up.
It was on WB. That's how I know that was a thing, because it came on right after.
And they had an anime too. They had an anime for a New York minute. That was not. I don't know. I felt like it was. I don't remember it being good. I'll put it like that. Holy say, was it John Sir says, did that Streamlab I sent come through? Yes. Oh shit. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Bam. I got you. Right here. I'm so sorry. I actually had it and kept forgetting about it. But yeah, we got John Swerve here on the Streamlabs side says, oh, so Doom get a shirt, but we still waiting on that Norman Osborn. I'm sucking up a nigga myself shirt. See,
damn,
that's that.
Lord Jesus.
He said, get the. He said, no, I got the hard RU on this. Damn. He said, no, get them likes up. Yeah. Hey, so this is what we do. If we can get the likes up, then that gets you that much closer. That's going to get you that much closer to getting us where we need to be. Yeah. Okay, so Mad Chocolate Gaming, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, it was Witchblade in name only. That was there you go. That was what I thought. Witchblade in name only. That's basically what that was. I don't have any fond memories of it. I'll put it like this.
I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah.
I did not know there was a Witchblade anime. Oh God.
Nah. And honestly, I don't think we even need to remember it. I don't think we need to remember it. I think we should let it die where it died.
It can't. You know, they got the new series the art is kind of anime-esque. Daddy Kaiju just made me feel old. That boy said he remember watching Witchblade after Nitro. That and Mortal Kombat Conquest. Bruh.
Yeah, see, you know what? On that note, Carter. Yeah, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Anyway, we out of here. For Carter Presents, I am the Blerd Without Fear. And Donald Trump, you can go to hell.
Bye.